This is all our best stuff.
Or you can continue picking on me. I don't care. The button has been pushed. We are streaming now.
Oh.
Okay.
And
What would I say?
yes, stream is starting now, not soon. So we'll press that, and there we go. We are back. We took a week off because I was unavailable. I was not computer adjacent, and yeah, everybody's here except for our player of Aaron. So we'll do a brief introduction real quick. I think I heard Jade say she was AFK. So we'll have.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. We'll have Jeffrey introduce first, just because.
Let me see. This is not Jack. This is Jeffrey. Yes, before you is a small kobold. Looks a little around himself. He's very confused. He's always wandering around, picking things up, examining them, and just kind of like tossing them over his shoulder. Apples, rocks, pets, the like. He is just a young kobold experiencing the world in his best kobold way. He doesn't really like human barbarians much, though. He has a non-affinity to them, but he likes everyone else in his party. He's really grown fond of his sister figure Jade. Because she's another lizard folk, and he has a coterie of pets and whatnot. He has his giant mastiff steed Fluffy, who you can see on the screen now, and then he also has his earth elemental Bob that he brings out once a day. Just to typically he just plays catch with Bob with like rocks and stuff.
And so far, he hasn't lost concentration while playing catch with Bob.
No, not yet. Bob's a good friend. They're fast becoming lifelong buddies. And this is where we go into the montage of Jeffrey and Bob strolling hand in hand through the fields, picking daffodils, eating popsicles.
Eating daffodils and picking popsicles. Next, we will introduce Jade.
Okay, Jade is a dragonborn, a gem dragonborn, green, very tall, unlike our kobold friend. She just tends to like running around and hitting things as opposed to being a thinker. She just kind of follows along from that perspective. But she does try to avoid Jeffrey whenever possible. Although he does tend to follow her around. And yeah, that's about it.
It sounds like she has a bird in her house.
No, that was my phone.
No, that was a bird, obviously.
I do have a bird in my house.
And we have Dunbar.
Dunbar, the mighty dwarven paladin. Basically, his mission in life is to stamp out evil wherever he finds it. And his never met a closed door he doesn't want to kick in and see what's on the other side of.
Or a body wouldn't want to loot.
Well, true. Adventuring's expensive. Yeah, so basically looks out for the little guy and goes and attacks evil wherever he finds it.
Plate mail ain't cheap, right?
No.
Have you saved up enough for it yet?
I think I have just enough, so probably at the end of this adventure, if we live, we'll upgrade.
Or maybe you'll just regret not having it. Who knows?
Anything's possible.
And next we have Kuroki.
Kuroki's a cherry-looking kobold, 3'2", much shorter than everyone else except for Jeffrey. Wearing some traveler's clothes instead of leather armor. He's got a red bandana kind of worn loosely over his neck, and he's got a lute in his hands that he plays idly with no particular intention as to the tune. He's a pretty chill guy, doesn't particularly enjoy getting into conflicts, a little bit cowardly, and mechanically he's a level 9 creation bard.
Excellent. And with that, the party has been asked to go to. I'm going to mangle this word. Where's the to Shankavumi, the city of Sugarpur, to bolster the guard force there for a very important festival that's happening. And we will move to that map, just so that you have a map to look at that's not the Radiant Citadel. And obviously, your tokens are not to scale.
It happens every week.
For some reason, you are giant on overland maps. I don't know why.
It's almost like they aren't supposed to be used for battle maps or something.
Yeah, I know, right? But I have to have you there so you can see. No, I don't. I can just change the rules on the map.
I am pretty big.
A representation of our egos.
Some of you. Yeah, I can just do that. You should be able to see it when I move you. Excuse me. There you go.
Ta-da!
And you deleted us all.
I
I
did.
see nothing.
So I turned off vision. Why are you not seeing?
No. We
I
see the
can
map
see.
and stuff. We just can't see our icons.
That's because you don't exist. I deleted you.
Okay.
I was pinging. I will show. And I'm sorry, I keyed the mic when I coughed. I mean, usually undo that when I cough. So, as you've been roaming the town and helping the guards out, you've learned a few things about the Shanka trials. They're a spectacle of art and athleticism. They take their name from Shanka shells, the shells of conch mollusks, which feature in the local legends and are an icon of the land. They're held over a 12-day period every 12 years. So this is, again, a special thing. The competitors come from all three of the major city-states of Shankavumi, and they include some people descended from survivors of the fourth ruined city. Your little person. The fourth ruined city-state that was ruined years ago.
Well played. Who put that there?
Probably Jeffrey. It looks like Jeffrey's writing. Yep, I think he's drawing himself and Fluffy and Bob. The contests include boat building, boat racing, cooking, dancing, Shanka diving, and swimming. And they honor the region's riverines, which are spirits who hold power over the region's many rivers. As you can see on the map, there's lots and lots of rivers.
So there are.
One contestant among 36 emerges victorious and claims the great conch shell trophy known as the Riverine Shanka to grace their home city until the next competition. So, you have reached the end of the trials. There have been, the occasional over happy revelers that you've had to break up. The occasional, drunken brawl type thing, but not a whole lot. And it's coming to the end. And you see the city of Sagar. I keep mangling the words, but Sagarpur is teeming with onlookers enjoying the Shanka trials. The final event of this great competition is being held next to the temple to the riverine Iravati, an ancient burnt clay edifice adorned by images of lilies and spirits that peek from behind moss and vines. Countless spectators fill the surrounding streets and line the river. As you, there's a crowd assembled to view the final event of the trials, where a popular young prodigy, the dancer Manivarsha,
Bless you.
They put too much information on these, so I can't really show them. Called Nisha by her friends, is about to perform. Her name passes through the crowd with a buzz of excitement. Amanisha's performance is breathtaking, but it carries an edge of sadness as she dances. An announcer explains that her performance represents the story of the city of Manivarsha, mysterious destruction, and of the anguish carried by Nisha and all those Manivarshi who will never return to their ancestral home. As the dance ends, a tumultuous cheer rises from the crowd. Would any of you like to make a insight or performance check?
Kuroki will go for a performance check.
Go for it. All right, so you, being the consummate performer that you are, you realize that the dance was outstanding and captured something meaningful to many of the people in the crowd. Some of the viewers are actually wiping the edges of their eyes. After a brief deliberation, the trial judges produce a great conch shell trophy. A judge bows and then beckons Nisha forward. Amid cheering and fanfare, she accepts the trophy and takes her place as the newest champion of the Shanka trials. I have a handout for her. I'm not finding a link to it, so I'm just gonna... I don't think I can share just the picture. But I'm sharing it with the stream so they can see it, because it's pretty cool artwork. And then things happen. I will give you something to watch while I read what happens. Thunder rings out as the sky fills with clouds. From the formerly calm river, a surge of water rises, forming a towering wave that flings boats onto the banks. The massive wave crests in a mighty swell, crashing towards the crowded shore and riverine temple. You have but a moment to react as the wave is rushing towards the temple you are at. It's thousands of feet long and packed with people. What are you going to do?
Save myself.
Yeah.
Uh,
The Anisha, the performer that just won, is she close by?
No, she's at the stage. You're in the crowd.
How far is it to her?
It's through hundreds of people.
Cool.
So everybody, first of all, needs to make a DC 15 strength save, unless you can tell me a reason that I shouldn't give you advantage on it. Or I should say, if you can give me a reason, I may give you advantage. As you see this wave crashing towards you, you have but a moment to think.
Is there a safe spot from this wave within 500 feet of me?
Are you going to look for one?
Wait, yeah, sure.
Okay, give me a perception roll.
I will do that. Where is it? There it is.
Nothing that you can see looks obviously safe.
Ooh.
But that doesn't mean you can't. I assume you're thinking about Dimension Door or something?
Yes.
It doesn't mean you can't do that to a potentially unsafe place.
Cool.
So if what you're going for was, am I close enough, then you are probably within 500 feet. But there's a lot of innocent people and your own party that are in danger at the moment. She's up on a stage.
Oh, he can't really do anything about that.
So what are you going to do, Kuroki?
Dimension door 500 feet away from the wave.
Like in opposite direction from which it's coming?
Yes.
Maybe try for a roof or something?
Yeah, preferably.
Okay, is it just you?
I mean, who's my closest party member?
Who would you like your closest party member to be?
Dunbar, I guess.
And obviously you'll ask Dunbar to come with you.
Yeah.
So that's your action. So I'm still going to need you to do the strength save, but I will give you advantage. That is just enough. So you take 4 damage, and you can finish your spell.
Mm-hmm.
And if Dunbar so wishes, he can make a strength save to see if he gets knocked off his feet or not, and then he can go with you if he chooses to.
Would he also have advantage?
No, probably not. But if he can tell me something that he's going to do that would give him advantage, and I buy it, then sure.
I can't think of anything.
You're short too.
Yep.
So give
Wearing
me a
heavy armor.
and strength save. That means you are knocked prone and you take 9 damage. It's bludgeoning if that matters to either of you.
Does this include his aura?
Do you get +3 from your aura?
The aura does apply to
Actually-
your own saves.
Oh yeah, then I do. So it'd be 15.
So you're not knocked down and you take 4 damage. And I'm assuming you're all within the area of that aura. You're working as a squad.
Yeah.
So, Dunbar, are you going to go through the dimension door with Kuroki?
Yes.
Okay, so you two are on top of a building. We will go to Jade next.
Look around quickly. Is there high ground anywhere?
I mean, like the roofs of buildings and such, but you're not going to have a whole lot of time to get to the roof of a building.
Oh wait, I just realized Dimension Bureau states it has to be my size or smaller, so the only eligible one here would be Jeffrey.
Oh, Jeffrey, did you go with him?
Jeffrey is gonna bundle up Fluffy and shove him into Kuroki's hands.
Oh,
Right.
save the puppy!
How big is
Wait, he's
Fluffy?
bigger than you because he's a mount.
Fluffy has
Yeah,
to be
but-
small or smaller.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Is Jeffrey coming
Jim-
with?
No, Jeffrey wouldn't come with.
Then Kirky's going by himself.
Save yourself. Save the bard, save the universe.
Is there
So is
some-
there?
Go ahead.
I was just going to ask: is there's a door into like what buildings are around us?
Your typical, the buildings here, I believe, are like a terracotta type, stone and mudwork. So you could find a building if that's what you want to do, is dive into a building.
Yeah, that's going to be the best thing, I think.
Okay, so
I'm going to grab Jeffrey and Fluffy on my way by.
if they are okay with you moving them and are okay being grappled, then that's fine. Go ahead and
I'm going to run for the closest doorway that has like a multiple level house or something.
hoping that there's a stairwell inside. Sure.
Yeah.
Give me your strength save. Dunbar, you're still on your feet and all, so you did your strength save. You take 4 bludgeoning damage from the water and debris being bashed against you, Jade. Dunbar, what are you going to do? Since the
if I'm
door didn't
close-
work.
Yeah. If I'm close to, is there something like a lamp post or something close by?
Sure.
Okay, I'll wrap my arms and legs around it and hold on.
Hold on for dear life. Okay.
Yep.
And Jeffrey, were you going to allow Big Sister to pick you up and drag you into a building?
No, Jeffrey's already he's already raged and is running right at the wave.
Oh, Jesus. Rah! That's like my Chihuahua when she got splashed in the river.
He's like literally the best. Like he's been in avalanches before. He grew up in in Icewind Dale. He knows what it's all about. You just got to go right towards it and get through it as fast as possible.
That seems
And-
like a terrible plan. I like it.
And from out of nowhere, he's holding a surfboard.
And with fast movement and his rage, his ancestral predictors helping him, and danger sense, since he can see it coming, he's hoping for advantage on the roll.
Sure.
Does he break my grab?
Well, you can't. There's no PvP, so if he wasn't willing, then it would just fail.
No PvP unless you say there is.
Right. I don't. D&D is not balanced for PvP. So in this case, barbarian against champion, it might actually be somewhat fair. But no. Yeah. So you do take 4 damage. You're not knocked prone, so you charge directly into the water. So we've got Kuroki, we've got Jeffrey, we've got Jade, we've got Dunbar. So let's see what happens. I need to roll dice. Somebody roll me a d6. I'll let you choose your own doom. 5. Drifting debris smashes into those of you that are on the ground. each of whom must succeed at a dexterity save or be knocked prone. So that's Dunbar and Jeffrey.
I thought you said Jeffrey wasn't knocked to the ground.
Well, that was the initial surge of the water. It's still coming. This is the next round, basically.
You're still like standing on the ground.
Oh, okay. I got you. I thought that was.
It's basically just like a skills challenge type thing, or just saving through challenge.
Another 15.
I don't think Jeffrey has anything he can throw at that. He can't put psychic power on it.
Yeah, I don't think you're close enough for Dunbar. Dunbar, you succeed, so you're still hanging on to for dear life on the pole. Jeffrey, you get knocked down, but you don't seem to lose any ground. There's no damage.
Do you get up again?
Yeah, are you gonna keep charging?
He
Not
gets
get
knocked down.
Yeah, exactly.
But why don't I take any damage? I'm anticipating taking damage.
It doesn't say that you do. You get hit by a board across the head and take 1 hit point of damage. Does that make you happy?
Yes, it does.
I know why. All
Is
right.
it 1 point? Oh, I have resistance. If it's
That's a
bludgeoning, I have
shame.
resistance to that.
That makes it 0 points, as we learned last session, to my dismay. My audible dismay. Yeah, we're gonna do one more d6. Jeffrey, since you were the victim, you roll a d6. And then I'll pick what I like out of the list.
You said Jeffrey?
Yeah, just roll a d6. That's the one I liked. So as you're charging forward, you see a little old man who's somehow still on his feet, desperately scrabbling around on the ground, crying about his 20 silver pieces that he lost. He's in danger of being trampled by fleeing civilians. What do you do?
What does Jeffrey do?
Yes.
Jeffrey rushes over and tries to find his silver pieces.
Okay, so
They're shiny, right?
they're all over the place, and they're not all there. You can help him find about half of them, and he's not leaving till he has all 20 of them, unless you can somehow convince him to move on.
Jeffrey will just do his best draconic cry right in his face.
Okay, so we're going to go with intimidation
Yeah, that works for me.
with advantage. Oh, dear.
So bad.
That was really bad. You don't even have a negative on it. It was just that bad.
I mean, it's a charisma-based skill.
So as the waters surge again, the old man disappears in with the water. So you were unable to cause him to save himself.
Did Jeffrey get like half the silver?
You don't see any more, and it's all gone. So it either washed away or the old man got as much of it as was there. Dunbar, you're still out in the streets. Roll me a d6.
What's a good number?
They're all good numbers. That's not terrible. As you're holding on to the pole, you notice that you have company in the nearby crowd of people that are trying to not be washed away. There's a swarm of poisonous snakes.
Lovely.
What? I don't
For a
want
second, I thought you said a swarm of poisonous steaks.
Yes, most definitely poisonous snakes.
They spoiled. Let me check something here.
Oh, this is terrible. They didn't even make a proper sheet for it. So are you going to help the people or just let them get eaten? I mean, technically, snakes aren't evil.
How big are these snakes?
I mean, they're poisonous. They don't have to be big.
Okay, I'll rush in and put myself between the snakes and the people.
Are you going to attack them?
Oh, sure.
Okay, I don't have a stat block for them.
So they all die.
No, I think I do. I just did. It's not linked properly.
So that was what he did not want you to do.
Oh, no, I was okay with that. There we go, now I have a stat block. Apparently, if you open a character sheet that has been linked in a handout, and you haven't opened it from the journal, you get a blank character sheet. Fantastic job, Roll20. You were going against armor class. Yeah, you hit. And I'm trying to find hit points. Where are they? There they are. Okay, fantastic. So they're still there.
I will swing again.
You will hit that time. You want to roll that damage? So that's 25 total, and there's still a few of them left. Let's say 11. But you took 25 of their heads off in two vicious swings.
Okay, so we'll do the Divine Smite, burn a spell slot, and add some more.
There are 2 snakes left.
Oh, man. Oh, well, I guess that's it for this turn.
All right.
I will have to get them later.
Well, they turn their attention to you and miss. So, pretty sure you can hit them, but go ahead and roll twice for next round. That hits. I'm pretty sure you're going to do 2 damage. Yeah, they're dead.
Yay, me.
So that's pretty good. Jade and I'm going to say that Kuroki is on the top of the building Jade ran into. Does that sound good to you guys?
Yeah.
You guys hear crying like that of a child.
Oh no.
Where is it coming from?
In the building, it's fairly easy to find. Go ahead and, if you care, are you going to try and find this crying child?
Yes.
It's a demon. You're dead now. You find a young child who appears to have been separated from their family. If you would like to help, they describe their mommy and daddy, and you guys can do a team. There aren't teamwork tests in D&D. You can either one of you have advantage, or both of you roll separately on a perception check.
Yeah, I'm thinking I want a perception check. Or an
So-
insight check.
Actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to say Jade can do it normal, and Kuroki, because you're on the roof, you can do it with advantage because you have a better point of view.
All right.
Not me.
Yeah, Jade's like, yep, there's people out there.
Mhm.
Is this your daddy, kid? No. Is that your mommy? No.
Are you my mommy?
Yeah, exactly. Are you my
Go to
mom?
guest services.
Right. And Kuroki, you spot them in the crowd, and you can point them out to Jade, or you can jump out there and bring them to their child yourself.
Cool. How far away are they?
Just a few feet. They just got separated, so they're maybe 10, 20 feet away.
Cool. Yeah. Kuroki will go down to them. Tell them, hey, your kid is still in that building.
And they will be very thankful, and they will come collect their child. And probably go up on the roof where it's a little bit drier. And as this is being dealt with, Jeffrey, you and Kuroki at the same time notice that at the base of the temple there are creatures that look like well, you assume they're creatures. They look like pillars of water attacking people trying to leave the temple.
I wonder what that could be.
I make for
there-
slushy.
There are 3 of them. Anybody want to give me a, I don't know, nature or arcana check?
Do I see that?
I don't know. Did Kuroki or point it out to you?
Yeah, he would have relayed that.
So anybody that wants to, Jeffrey, did you let Dunbar know about this, or Dunbar or Kuroki? Did you yell out to Dunbar?
Yeah, he relays this to the whole party.
Okay, except Jeffrey, because Jeffrey's up the road.
Oh yeah.
He was running in the wrong direction into danger.
What am I rolling?
Either Arcana or Nature.
Neither one are good for me.
Too bad. Croaky, you know nothing.
I'm not too bright, you know.
Yeah, you're pretty sure one of them is a water elemental. You're not sure about the other two. But they look kind of like the water elemental, but maybe smaller.
How fast moving is the water?
The wave has come through and crashed and is starting to subside now. You're able to wade through. But yeah, these elementals are attacking people that are trying to flee the flood. And Dunbar, if you'd like to make a religion check, or actually, Jeffrey can also make one because you haven't done a check.
Ooh. I was in class that day.
I was going to say you were sleeping in seminary.
Yep.
Jeffrey, you want to roll a religion check?
Well, he can try.
Nope. All right, so yeah, there's elementals that are attacking people.
I guess we should probably go stop him, right?
Ooh, yes, Jeffrey will. Oh, it takes a minute. Yeah, Jeffrey's gonna take a minute and summon Bob.
Okay.
That is what we were hired to do.
Actually, this takes a little bit longer. So you're taking a minute while these things are beating on civilians. So many lives lost.
Well, I figure he's probably he's gonna wander his way over there, so he's like doing it while he's moving.
He's wading through 2 foot deep water.
So how
I'm
far
gonna
away
run
are
really
they?
fast.
Like the people that are getting attacked by the elementals right now?
It'll take you a round or two to get there. And actually, Kuroki and Jade can also do religion checks in the meantime while you're headed that way.
Right.
Jade,
I got nothing.
Look at me go.
in a moment of a flash of brilliance, you realize it seems like these things are defending the temple, not attacking it. Like they seem like maybe they're a little bit confused and they think that the fleeing civilians are attackers, not just panicked people.
I say to Kuroki, I say, that doesn't look right. They don't look like they're attacking like the people to hurt them. It looks like they're trying to defend, or I don't know, something's not right.
What do we do? I mean, they're getting hurt, right? That's not good.
No. And
So
maybe
what do
they
we do?
don't understand that these people are trying to get away from the water. I don't know. Looks weird.
So do we just go in and tell the water that?
I don't know. Does the water listen?
I don't know. I don't know much about water.
Do I see Dunbar?
Yeah, you could see Dunbar.
Is he heading that way too?
I do not know. Is he?
Yep. I'm wading in the water.
I mentioned it to him.
I start yelling for the people to get away from the temple.
Are you trying to intimidate them because you're a guard or something else?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, give me an intimidation. Okay, people start getting away, so the elementals don't have people to attack. They don't seem to pursue them. But anytime someone gets near to the temple, they kind of rear up like they're going to attack them.
Okay. Escort people away from the temple.
Do any of you speak Aquan? I'm assuming not.
Of course
That
not.
would be enough for me.
Nope.
And you guys don't have a comprehend language. Well, comprehend languages only works on written stuff, right?
No, it allows you to understand any language you hear and anything you read, but you can't speak back.
Ah, okay. Tongues is the thing that lets you speak.
Yeah.
Or telepathy stuff.
So,
Or telepathy.
I can do telepathy.
Jeffrey can do telepathy.
Your telepathy, basically, if they have a language, they can understand it? Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Cool. That's 2 of you, because the psionic mind does that too. Is yours at will? Is psionic mind at will?
It appears so.
That's pretty cool.
You can just do it.
Yeah, it's a gem dragonborn thing.
I was just curious. So what would you like to do? These elementals don't appear to be going anywhere. And they're not letting people near the temple, which is where the performer and the trophy were last seen. They are not seen there anymore.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I was reading something.
That is where the performer, Amanisha, was last seen with the trophy, and they are not visible anymore. They may be inside, may have been washed inside the temple or something else. But yeah, the VIP does not appear to be inside.
Hmm.
And there's a lot of wounded people around.
So I'm going to tell the elemental that we're not there to hurt them or to hurt the temple.
So are you trying to persuade it to stand down?
Yes.
Okay, you may try that.
Oh, great.
That was
I'm not
not
convinced.
successful.
I tried.
You did.
What does it do?
It just, well, since it doesn't know who's sending the message, I assume, unless you identified yourself, then it just kind of, as much as an elemental can be seen to do, it kind of looks around.
Well, I did kind of identify myself. I am walking up toward them.
In that case, it looks at you, but it does not seem to be standing down. It still seems ready for a fight.
Okay, I'm not going to get too close to it. I'm going to wait for my friends to come by. I don't do very well with these things.
All right, so
Approach.
I think it's probably time for us to select our token and roll for initiative. Unless you have one last ditch effort to end things peacefully.
Where's my token?
We don't have tokens to select.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
That just means you don't get to act,
Oh, dang.
or you can do
Oh,
that.
Jeffrey gets to.
Well,
Were you planning this all along?
Yes, it's my way of killing you.
Ah, I should have known.
There you go. Oh,
Jeffrey's
I
way
deleted
far
it. I deleted Jeffrey and his initiative went
No,
with
he's
him.
up there.
No, his initiative went away. It was a 21.
Yay, I rolled well.
Are you changing that, Jeffrey?
Yes.
Okay, I was going to. I was going to fix my screw up. So you guys can be back a ways, and you can figure out how you're approaching. So we'll say that the bay, which you can't see the name, Deshara Bay there is the temple. So these two are not wanting to let people through.
So they're not allowing people out of the temple?
Or
In
into
or
the
out.
temple.
Anybody that gets near them, they attack. They as your religion check indicated, they seem to be thinking they're defending the temple. They think everybody's a combatant at this point because of the panic. They're confused. And you can see a very old man behind them trying to get the attention of anybody that'll pay attention. So there's people trapped in the temple as well. So first is going to be the water elemental that is going to do nothing. Jeffrey.
Jeffrey runs forward and touches them and casts and uses his psychic whispers.
On which one?
Both of them. If he can touch them both at the same time.
I mean, that would be 2 attacks.
It's not an attack. It's you establish telepathic communication between yourself and others. As an action, choose one or more creatures you can see, up to a number of creatures equal to your proficiency bonus.
So you don't have to touch them; you can just see them.
I know, but I mean, mechanically, Jeffrey doesn't understand that.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, you can touch one and you think you touch the other. I mean, it's water.
He's like giving them high fives. So for 4 hours, he can talk to them. He will think, "What's going on?"
The water weird. I don't know if you can see the name. That one does not respond. The other one says, "Defending the temple as instructed."
What's attacking it?
Everything.
And like, so the people want to get into the temple. Is that?
Well, people were trying to get in for safety because it's raised and and it's a temple. Maybe the gods will say.
And there's water.
And people in the temple are trying to get out. So yeah.
Can you let the people inside the temple out?
But they're attacking.
No, they just want to get out.
Go ahead and since you're using communication, roll. Are you persuading then? Trying to persuade it?
Sure. Yeah.
Go ahead. I wish I had a reason to give you advantage.
I will. I'll throw a sonic dice on that. For 9.
Woohoo! That is not quite enough.
Haven't you heard of me? I'm the great Jeffrey. I'm really nice to elementals.
Meet Bob. You're complete opposite.
I mean, yeah. Okay. That's it for Jeffrey's turn.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a higher check than 9. Okay, so Water Weird, you approached, so it thinks you are again being aggressive. It's going to wrap around you and try and constrict you.
Oh, it's hugging Jeffrey. He's so happy.
Oof. And a 20 probably hits.
Oh yeah, it'll hit. And my rage had faded, so I'll take full damage.
I'm going to say that you were able to keep your rage up.
Okay.
For the moment, at least. So 5 damage, and you are grappled. Oh, it's going to try and drown you. They don't have rules for the drowning. Is that a DM's guide rule?
I mean, drowning is really tough.
The rules for suffocating is that you can breathe for a number of minute equal to 1 plus your con mod. But that each minute is 10 rounds.
Yeah, that's kind of nuts. So unless you're in an underwater dungeon, it's not really a threat.
Essentially.
Yeah, so I got 30 rounds.
All right. Well, I'll make a note of that, and when they're over, you'll die.
I think you just dropped it. You dropped to 0 and can't regain hit points. You instantly die.
What? That's not how drowning works at all. All right. So Dunbar. Jeffrey is now surrounded by water, holding his breath. His cheeks are puffed out and everything.
Okay, so to start with, there's a bonus action. We will, where'd it go? There it went. We cast that.
We only have 2 viewers. You guys aren't viewing? Oh, shame on you.
I'm one of the two.
I'm probably one. I don't know if it counts me or not. Magic weapon. Okay, so you now have a magical weapon.
And then I go attack the water weir and rescue Jeffrey.
Feel like there should be rules that if you miss, you have to roll an attack against Jeffrey, but that's not a rule. That'll hit. That's not a miss.
Ooh, big money.
Yeah. The 15 will hit.
Ooh.
You're fighting water with a slashing weapon, just so you're aware of that.
Yeah, but that's what I had in my hand. And that's it for this turn.
Do resistances are bypassed by magic weapons, even if it doesn't say except against magical weapons? Is that correct?
No. If it specifies except against magical weapons, that's the condition. If it just says slashing, it's all slashing, regardless of magical.
Oh, okay, but it does say from non-magical attacks, so yeah. Okay.
If it says from non-magical attacks, yeah, it's not resisted by magic attacks.
So his magic weapon means slashing actually works well against them. Well enough.
But against, like, a treant, I think, those have resistance just flat to bludgeoning and piercing.
Ah. Cool. Anything else from Dunbar?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, Jade.
Jade
You're
says-
almost rid of that pesky kobold.
Yeah, but he is my friend, and despite the fact that he irritates the crap out of me, I still have to save him.
Part of his charm.
And despite that, I mean, there's a fight going on, so I'm all in. So I have my long sword.
That's the one with the poison damage, huh?
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
Oh,
That is
well.
a hit. Roll your damage. It is a magical weapon, so it takes the full 8. It does not take any poison damage. The poison, you see the poison just dissipate into the water.
I don't know any different. So I'll take another shot.
That'll hit too.
I'm really trying to get to a critical.
Yeah, those are pretty good rolls. That's another 11. That's nice.
Oh, I can't click end of turn, but it's end of my turn.
Oh, I never pressed the start button. That's why.
Because I'm always happy for a fight, so onward and upward.
There you go. Now you can click end of turn. Or don't. I don't care. Kuroki.
Ooh. Kuroki is going to do something that probably isn't super wise.
Excellent. I like that.
And he's going to put down a synaptic static
I don't even
on
know what that is.
the water weird
Sounds
and the
fun.
water elemental.
On which one?
Both of them. It's an AoE.
Ooh, and they have to save against what?
Again, DC 17.
For the record, I tried not to fight them.
Yes, we did. We tried not to fight them.
What is this a save? I'm trying to find it again.
An intelligence save.
Oh, it's intelligence. It keeps saying intelligence, but I was losing it in the wall of text. So int against 17. Damn, you got a high DC. I don't like tier 2 anymore. That doesn't save. So that's going to hurt. Oh, that's going to hurt just enough that... yeah. Jeffrey is all wet, but it's not animated water anymore.
And it's also against the elemental.
Yeah, I was pulling that one up. Oh, it gets great saves. So it obviously saved with a 0, right?
Yeah, of course. That's a fail. Takes the full 26 psychic.
Is there
And
anything else?
yeah. So, for 1 minute, it has to roll a d6 and subtract it from all attack rolls and ability checks.
Ooh, painful.
And it has, and it can remake this save at the end of each of its turns.
I'm going to play with the API for a second. How many rounds is that?
10 rounds. But it can make the save again at the end of its turns.
Aw. I don't think my thing did what I wanted it to, but we'll find out when it's its turn again, if it survives that long. Oh wait, it's its turn again, isn't it? What would you like to do still, Croaky?
Nothing else. No bonus action.
Okay, it is its turn. Let's see what it does. Nope. $0 damage, huh? So I gotta roll that. Or would Kuroki like to roll that?
You already rolled it.
Okay, so it takes 3.
No, it doesn't take damage. It rolls the d6. Whenever it makes an attack roll or an ability check, it has to roll a d6 and subtract it.
Oh, so it's sort of like Bane.
Yes.
Oh, that's neat. Okay. Well, it's obviously going to attack, well, not obviously. We've got Jade. It's got to be up close. And Dunbar and Jeffrey, and you didn't get close, right? So I've got 3 people. I'm going to roll a d6. Jeffrey, Dunbar, Jade, in that order. Jade.
Of course.
That's what your job is.
Right.
And it's going to attack you with... Ooh, what's this? Oh, you're not in its space. It can't do that. It's going to slam you. -3. So, critical -3 doesn't matter. Yeah, it's still a crit. So, yeah.
Doesn't count because I have my armor. Critical doesn't count. It's a normal roll.
Oh, well, that's fine. So you take 9 damage.
Okay.
I'm pretty
You
sure.
remember-
I'm pretty sure.
You do remember about my armor, right?
Yeah, it's the adamantine. I'm pretty sure, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Critical, regardless of the -3, is still going to be a hit, right? Because critical is always a hit. Yeah,
That is
that's what I
correct. A crit hits
That's
no matter
fine.
what the bonus is.
thought. Excellent.
It's just not a critical.
And prepare for slam number 2. That's going to be a 18. That looks like it beats you unless you've done something to your armor class and haven't updated your token.
That beat me. I'm at 17.
Okay, so you take 7. So that's 16 total.
Okay.
And that is its turn. Oh, that's a neat effect. Jeffrey.
Seeing as how these water creatures are big friendly, he will rush forward and attempt to stab this one here with his silent knives. But you know what? Since I was raging, I had forgotten. The creature that attacked Sister, how much damage did she take?
She took 16. The water elemental did it.
Okay, he's gonna do a new thing. It's called Spirit Shield.
So she took 9 and she took 7 because that probably matters.
On the 9, he will do Spirit Shield
Boing.
and jump in the way and block it for just 5 damage. Not the 2. That's rage damage.
So you knocked off 4 of it, or you knocked off 5 of it?
I knocked off 5 of it.
Okay, so Jade, you have 5 more hit points than you thought you did.
Gotcha.
Jeffrey jumped in front of the blow to save you.
And then on his turn, with his primary, he will use Psychic Blades. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 just hits.
And add 2d6 plus 2 because I wasn't thinking. So an additional 8 to that. And then he will give out a Draconic Cry as his bonus action. And he will give everyone.
You did what? 14 damage?
Yeah, 14.
And it now, everybody has advantage on it.
Yep.
Excellent. Dunbar.
Time for more hacking and slashing.
That'll hit. That's 2 crits for you, cheater. That's a
Yeah.
good hit.
And one more time.
You had advantage, so that is a hit. For 8. Oh, it's starting to lose its shape a little bit.
That's what we'll do for this time. Let Jade finish it off.
Can you end it in 1 round, Jade? That's a hit. For 12. That's a hit. For 7. Croaky!
It's still alive. Why
And you
did
have
it have to be
advantage
still-
on attacks.
I do have advantage on attacks, but I think it resists all of my actual attacks. Kuroki is going to try and firebolt at that advantage. For 4, I assume.
No, it's not resistant to fire.
It's not?
It makes no sense, but no.
Huh.
You'd think it'd be immune to fire, but nope.
I wouldn't think it'd be immune to fire, because you still, like, turn to steam and stuff, but
True.
resistance is...
Yeah, you hit a water elemental with a fireball, it becomes a bunch of steam methods. That'd be funny. Makes a note. It's the black pudding of the elemental world.
As a bonus action, we'll give a bardic to... Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, okay. Anything else?
Nope.
It is its turn. It's going to try and cream who this time? 6. Well, now the rightmost person is Jeffrey. So, Jeffrey.
All the way back to Jeffrey so fast. Crazy.
What's that?
Nothing. All right. Jeffrey will.
No. It's not your turn. It's attacking you.
Oh, okay. Sure.
So when I do attacks, I go from left to right, or clockwise from left to right, and you switch with Jade, so you were number 6.
Okay.
So first slam attack on Jeffrey is a 12. Obviously, just insta-kill, right?
That will miss.
And 11, that one's gonna hit for sure. Look, he had 2 12s for damage. And that is its turn. It is now Jeffrey's turn.
Jeffrey will attack again. He will recklessly attack. Didn't matter. Okay, my sneak attack and my rage again. Not doing well. So 13 additional damage to with the 9 psychic.
It's nearly dead.
And it will bonus attack a 15
Hits.
for just 4.
What about
6.
rage? 6. So 0 is what its hit points are. Its hit points are 0. It is now a puddle. Aren't you proud of yourself? You have now made this temple completely undefended. You're terrible people.
All we have to do is just stay here.
Oh, okay. You are out of combat. And
Let it be said that we did try to resolve it diplomatically.
nobody heard nothing. Just saying. You guys just rushed in and killed the temple's defenders. Nobody knows any better. That's all I'm going to say.
To be fair, we were not the ones that initiated initiative.
Nope, you're the bad guys here, just so you know.
No, we are not. Do not try and frame us for this.
So as the elemental sloshes away into the rest of the water, the little old man, I say little old man, that's kind of stereotypical, but anyway, he's 200 years old, so yeah, and he's a halfling, so he's a little old man. He hobbles forward and thanks you for your help, and many wounded here, but thankfully everyone's alive. I think we can help people out from here. However, the river came for Amanisha and the riverine Shanka, The wall of water descended and flowed around us, seeking Amanisha as she tried to help others to safety. It seized her and the trophy, then pulled them both away. And the way he's describing this is as if the water had its own motives, not just, oh, she got washed away.
Interesting.
So is the water like alive?
Well, I mean, you just killed an elemental. He introduces himself as Plaben. He was one of the judges of the trial. And he's soft-spoken, unlike the GM who is reading his text. So, have a discussion with Plaben.
No, I meant like the water that took her. Was it alive?
It seemed to be different from just a flooding river. I mean, this whole thing is unnatural. This river doesn't do these things.
Did you see if she was taken upstream or downstream?
I did not. I was busy trying not to get washed away. This seems like the power that the riverines hold over water could cause something like this, but I don't think Iravati, who's the spirit of Shagarpur, would have done this.
No, it might be a different one.
Maybe. I sensed jealousy in the storm in the river. I feel like this might be linked to the catastrophe that befell the fourth city, Manivarsha. Because the storm... Sorry, go ahead.
Do you know if her ancestors came from the destroyed city?
They most definitely did. And the stories of Manivarsha's ruin tell of a sudden storm and a huge wave, just like this one, that rose from the forest and consumed the city. I think Amanisha is the key to understanding everything. If you can find her and the trophy, I will pay you 400 gold each from the temple's treasury.
That's a lot of money.
It is. What direction from here is the site of the city that was destroyed?
Don't ask me hard questions. It's actually not on the map. That information has been forgotten over time. That's what we're going to go with.
Okay. We call the cell company and get them to ping her cell phone so we can get a location on her.
Yeah, so do what? So you will try and help because it's not going to be easy. This flooded swamp forests of Shankabumi are vast. Your first step, you'll probably want to find a boat and a guide who can take you upriver to search for Amanisha.
Make a boat.
Apparently she went northish up the river here.
Then that's where we shall go.
He also, as you're about to leave, he hands you a small Shanka shell from the temple, and he says, "This will bring you luck." And it functions as a stone of good luck. So
Nice.
one of you will be able to use that, but it does require attunement.
It couldn't have been a stone of tracking people, could it?
Nope. Couldn't have been a stone of pinging cell phones, whatever they are.
We need a compass that doesn't point north.
Exactly.
I don't understand that reference.
You've never seen Pirates of the Caribbean?
I have, but I don't remember. It was not all that exciting. I watched it for the action, not for the story.
Yeah, Jack's compass points to the thing that you most desire.
Oh
not
yeah, well I
north.
knew about that. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that's what you were making reference to.
Yeah. So who in the town can take us, can be a guide? With a boat, preferably.
Who's got the nickname Old Swampy?
As you search along the river's edge, you find most of the city's riverboats are in disarray after the disaster. Some of them sunk, some of them have broken away from their mooring. As you're searching, however, a boat pulls into the harbor. It is the vessel of a skilled Magi, or navigator, who appears to just be returning back to the city.
We questioned him. How did you not get swamped by the giant tidal wave?
What giant tidal wave? I wasn't here.
I gotta be sure. You like see all the destruction around here, right?
He was traveling towards the city when the wave struck. He saw a current of water sparkle with an eerie green light and sweep away from the city. He's seen that same glowing ripple recently along local tributaries of the Irrawaddy River. The first time he saw it was 12 days ago, the first day of the trials.
Well, we explained them about how the winner has been swept away by the water, and we need help tracking her down. And since you know where the green sparkly water is, you're a prime candidate.
I can help with that for a price.
What's your price?
100 gold pieces.
I think we can manage that.
75.
Okay, so we're going to have a little bit of persuasion going on here. Jade, roll persuasion.
I'm not very good at that.
Well, you tried.
Told
That's
ya.
about all that can be said. You tried.
Okay, listen. 100 gold pieces. You realize this is like a really, really big thing, and this is like the exact same way that other city got destroyed. So I'm thinking 75 is a pretty good price.
Don't you have any sense of civic duty?
Civic duty. Go ahead and roll your persuasion, Kuroki.
I think you should get advantage. He did pretty well with that.
He says, all right, well, it wouldn't matter. You got a 22 both times. Hacks. Well, if you hadn't rolled, I would have given him advantage. But I don't like to give like 3 or 4 rolls on a thing usually. He will accept 75, for civic duty. So he's followed the glowing ripples in the past a little ways. He traced them along a small river called the Tinjorna. And near a series of waterfalls, Tinjorna, the riverine, warned him to stay away, accusing mortal folk of unleashing tainted magic upon his waters.
Sounds like the place we need to go.
I would agree. That sounds like a good place to start your investigations, and I know how to get there. So for the small sum of 75 gold pieces, how does that divide out? Okay, I'm just making notes of costs and rewards.
Well, we'll take it out of our payment from the temple at the end of the day.
Well, no, he wants his money up front. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Assuming you don't all die. So his boat is a narrow, flat-bottomed skiff with just enough room for you guys and a little bit else, but not much. It moves at a rate of about 1.5 miles an hour, and he's ready to leave whenever you are.
Right.
Did anybody want to attune to the Stone of Good Luck?
Brookie does a lot of skills. He wouldn't mind it.
Go for it.
Yeah, it's +1 on skills and saves, I believe.
Yes. It
Okay,
also
so
applies to initiative.
yeah, because that's a ability check,
It's a
right?
dexterity check.
Yeah. So if you guys want a short rest, you would have had the time while he's doing that. If anybody wanted to use hit dice.
No, I think I
I
only
will.
lost 4.
Okay, go ahead and use your hit die.
I win because I'm like down 15. What do I do again?
On your character sheet under hit dice. Click HD. There you go. You got 10 on the first one. That's the only one. Well, you can use as many as you want in the 1 hour. That's a short rest.
Is Kuroki going to play for us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can he do that while attuning? I'm imagining probably.
Yeah.
So that's what, +2?
My Song of Rest is now a D8. So
Oh,
everyone
there
gets
you go.
5 extra.
So you got 15 for your 1 HD, Jeffrey.
Woohoo!
And Jade, you just need to roll your hit die, and you'll get 11. That bonus from Song of Rest is only once on, regardless of how many hit dice, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So 7 more.
I'm taking me up to full.
You're taking a power nap.
Yeah, I am. I'm snoring.
Unfortunately, you do have to spend a hit die to get the bonus for Song of Rest. So
Yeah.
I will spend 1 to get myself up to full.
Nice. Rolled an 8.
I only needed to get 4 hit points.
Right.
Oh, I meant to do +4, not 4.
Either way, you're at full. So it looks like everybody's topped off. Okay. So you are off to see the Riverine.
Oh my god, I thought you were going to say we're off to see the wizard.
No, the Riverine. That's a water wizard. Do you,
The wonderful River of Oz.
so do you have any questions for? Oh, his name, by the way, is Duca Batiali.
We'll just call
I
him Duca.
cannot share that with you either. I wish I could share these pictures. Oh, I can share this picture. I think. You only see a picture of a man, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, everything else is in DM notes. That's good. Fantastic.
How long has he been
Paddling.
paddling, sailing, whatever he is doing? Or making small
For a
progress.
long time. Seems like that has been his life for a very long time. Well, long in the sense of part of his life.
What can you tell us about the place we're heading to?
It is up a side river, and it's a pond or lake at some waterfalls. It is where the riverine Iravati lives. Sorry, no, the riverine Tinjorna.
Now, is a riverine a spirit or something like a priest?
I'm glad you asked. Riverines are the embodiments of specific rivers, so they're spirits of nature. And they take shape to defend their waters and interact with those who travel along their currents. From the waist up, they usually look humanoid and have the same skin color as the color of their water. Sometimes they can be either humanoid from the waist down, other times they look like they're on a gout of water. Kind of like an elemental would look.
Mm-hmm.
And their personalities tend to reflect the nature of the river that they've risen from. Some are lethargic, while others are wild and reckless.
I
So
thought
we're
you were
heading
gonna
up a
say
nice
some of them are
calm
stinky.
stream.
You were both talking. I didn't catch it.
Head number.
I said we're going up a nice calm, slow moving river.
Yes, it seems that way. And are you ready to depart now?
Yep.
As you depart, you see the swampy forests that hold equal measures of beauty and danger. And this is what it looks like. Pretty art.
Nice. heading into the bayou.
Kind of, I guess. So Juka pilots the skiff to the mouth of the river. It's going to take a while. The travel through the swamp forest is smooth until the boat reaches the Tinjorna River's wilder and narrower waterways. I like how it says, every so many hours, or whenever you please. So, as you enter that river, 6 creatures emerge from the river and block your path.
Oh, man.
They look like little creatures made out of mud with wings and a sharp, pointy nose, mouth.
Mosquito people?
5 of them, I'm going to say. They demand that you hand over your shiniest valuables. So they're basically a mud mephit after Jeffrey's own heart.
What if we
Can I throw-
say... Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, can I throw Jeffrey?
Fine. Kuroki's going to pull out a single silver coin and toss it over to them.
That's not enough. Look
It's
at the
all I
shiny,
got, I
look at the
swear.
shiny armors and shields and swords. They're all shiny. Uh-oh. Jeffrey's going to go quiet people down. Jeffrey quieting people down, that's kind of frightening.
The coin, it's my most valuable shiny, not my shiniest valuable.
No, we want all of your shinies.
But I need my shinies.
We need them more.
Why do you need them?
Because we need them.
You live
What
in
are
a
you gonna
swamp.
use them for?
That's not your business.
It is my business, they were mine.
No.
What's
Well, then you
going
look at
on?
my shinies.
I suggest that we select our tokens and roll for initiative. And
Also,
take
are you
them.
actually asking a kobold to give you their own shinies?
They are.
Yeah, because Jeffrey, at this point, Jeffrey would just start throwing knives.
I mean, are they shiny?
I'm thinking I'm going to hit him with a breath weapon.
Oh, look at that. A 20 and a 1.
We're ready to fight.
I'm not.
So what are these creatures? I can't quite see them.
They're mud mephits.
Oh, gosh.
They're unreasonable. That's what they are.
I mean, did anybody try and, like, intimidate them or anything? Or persuade them?
Jeffrey will intimidate them by killing them.
Kuroki tried to get him to leave us alone by giving him a coin, telling him it was all he had. And then he tried to talk him out of it.
Yeah, we're looking for an intimidation. So intimidation by murder is usually somewhat effective.
I mean, their poor choices is not my problem.
We pull out our weapons and
What's more valuable, our shinies or your lives?
They think they have advantage of numbers. But you've made them double second guess themselves, so there's now only 3 of them.
This is your last warning. Flee now or die here.
Did that do the thing? Yeah, that did the thing. Wow, they rolled really well. Okay, Jeffrey, it is your turn.
Rage, reckless, sneak attack.
Murder. Rage, reckless, murder. The 13 hits. Oh, the 25 hits, rather.
14.
Okay.
This ranged. Did that not kill it?
Nope.
That's all we can do.
Which one were you attacking? Left, right, or center?
The furthest one.
They're all the
As
same.
as long as I'm not in melee range with any of them. Let's see.
Okay,
Yeah,
so yeah,
uh,
I did the left one, so I'm just gonna move you back here. Okay, Dunbar. Wait, where'd they go? Oh yeah, okay, Dunbar.
Okay, on the center one, I cast command and I tell it to flee.
Okay, that only works for one round.
He'll
Well,
buy us some time.
he may see the error of his ways.
Okay, that's a valid point. So DC 15 Wisdom.
Yes.
and make sure you step up to it.
Why?
Because it's fleeing. It's using its movement. It's not forced movement.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
It happens on its turn.
So what he's suggesting, it took me a minute to realize, is if you're standing in melee range of it and it chooses to flee away from you, then you get an op attack. Because it's been ordered to flee, so it does choose to run away from you. If you keep your distance, you don't get the op attack.
It's a hostile creature, and it used its own movement to move, so that would be an op attack.
But the only way you get that is if you chose to move up within melee range of the three of them, or at least that.
That is correct. That is correct.
So, what are you doing, Dunbar?
Well, I'm stuck in a boat, so
I mean, you can use movement to get out of the boat and move to them. They're at the front of the boat, so.
How deep is the water?
Shallow enough.
So
Okay.
ankle deep on me, but chest
Okay.
deep on him.
Ow! Yes, exactly.
okay, I'll get out of the boat and stand in front of it and command it to flee.
All right, so that is anything else? You got a bonus action?
Not this round.
Mud Method. That one's going to attack Dunbar. I like your choice. It is in humanoid form, so it's going to do. That's not it. That's somebody else. You don't get to beat up Dunbar yet. Oh, did I say that out loud? I didn't mean to keep my mic. Ignore that. Fists or Mud Breath. It's going to use Mud Breath. You need to make a Dexterity 11 saving throw. As it belches viscid mud onto you.
Viscid.
Viscid. That's a word I'm not familiar with. I know what it means, but it's not a word I've used. Ah, that is a save, so you are not restrained.
Yay me.
Yay you. And I think that is its turn. And then it's the next one's turn. And that one is going to flee 30 feet.
Does that mean I get an up attack on it?
I was waiting to see if you realize that you can do that. Yes. So a single attack. That will hit. For 8 slashing. Are they resistant or anything? Nope. Okay, and it is the next one's turn. It is going to attack Dunbar. Because why not? It's going to try and restrain you. So same thing, dex save.
Bobbing and weaving.
Yes, you are. That will be its turn. Krogi.
Okay. There's still two methods there. Kuroki is going to. That does. Yeah. Kuroki is going to use Major Image. And above his head, he's going to raise like one arm and conjure a 20-foot radius flaming meteor, or 20-foot diameter. Sorry,
Above
Just,
Croaky's head or the Mud Muffet's head?
above his own head,
Okay.
like showing it off. And he's gonna be like, if you flee now, I'm not gonna drop this on you. Okay, you'll get to live. You can go have a family. Maybe get more shinies, but like leave now, and you won't die.
I think that's fair. Let's see. So they get to save with intelligence against 17, right?
They get to make an investigation check against me.
Oh, so it's not a save. They have to actively try and disbelieve?
Yeah, it's not. They don't even get to do it when I cast it. They can use their action to try and make an investigation check to disbelieve it.
Well, they have no reason to believe it's not real. So go ahead and roll your intimidation.
Can I get advantage from having the giant meteor?
Sure.
Oh.
Didn't matter, but actually that's the number you needed. DC 14 intimidation check. So you're pretty sure that they are going to run away.
Cool.
Jade, it is your turn.
Well, I don't know that they're going to run away.
Do you care? It's okay to answer. Nobody else will hear.
Do I care? No.
Exactly. So what is Jade going to do?
Jade's going to take a swing at him, of course.
Which one? The injured one or the uninjured one? The other one's too far away.
We'll go for the injured one.
Okay.
So 11.
That does not hit.
I'll try again.
That hits. Six damage.
End of turn.
Yet another thing immune to poison, which is unfortunate.
Oh.
Jeffrey. There's a giant flaming meteor over Kuroki, and he's threatening Mephits with it. You think it might be working?
Excellent. Jeffrey will throw a knife at the. He'll throw a knife at the one that hasn't been hit.
Why? They're going to leave.
They're Mephits.
And
That hits.
16 on that one, and then the bonus action on the other one.
That hits.
Besides, I raged. I'm getting my use out of it. So 6 on the injured one.
It's not quite dead.
Oh, too bad.
Too bad. Anything else for Jeffrey?
Nope, that's it.
Dunbar. I forgot to hit start again. I am with it. Gonna kill that poor guy that's almost dead.
The plan.
That is a miss. Oh, no, never mind, it's not. That's a hit. Can you do 1 damage? Yep, you can. It's dead.
Dunbar, you're talking. We can't hear you.
That is a hit.
Oops, I had my mic up. And
7, not dead.
Michaela in turn.
It is its turn. It is going to run away. Are you going to try and kill it as it turns to run away?
Of course.
Of course you are.
Kill it.
That'll hit. And that'll kill it. So it takes like a half a step and drops dead from an axe. It has an allergic reaction to an axe.
You wanted the shiny, you got the shiny.
If they get away, they're just going to do it to some people who can't defend themselves.
Oh, that's your justification. You are the bad guys, just saying.
No, they were the bandits. This is eye for an eye.
This one is fleeing. It is now 60 feet away from you, or whatever its movement is.
Them's is vermin and we's exterminators.
Oh, it's only 40 feet away. Wow, they're slow.
you guys are actually the villains in this
That's
situation.
what I said.
They
Kuroki.
surrendered. They were going to flee. They were leaving.
Well, there's a
I've
difference.
never heard anybody say I
I
surrender.
didn't hear him surrender.
I was gonna say there is a difference between fleeing to come do it to somebody else another day and surrendering.
Yeah, I mean they're bandits. They
No,
weren't
they're
going to
methods.
change just because they ran away.
Maybe they learned an important lesson by the loss of their two friends.
They
Kuroki, what would you like to do? Are you gonna like cast haste on it so it can run away faster? You bleeding heart.
we need to go track down the other two who fled earlier.
Is that set in character?
No.
Good. You're lucky.
No, he said Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. But you can interpret that Jeffrey was very angry that some of them got away. Bad
Get
people.
back in the boat.
Hey, DM, do I have permission to cast Firebolt on Jeffrey?
No.
I'd have let you.
Well, you can GM next time, then I can play and be a pain in the ass to you.
Kuroki casts Silent Image to make a giant firebolt go through Jeffrey, but it doesn't do anything.
Jeffrey does the whole catches his heart and collapses to the ground like he's fake pretending to be dead.
He hams it up. You have mortally wounded me. Okay, we are out of combat. 3 of them escaped.
I splashed some water on Jeffrey to put him out.
Jeffrey just grins up at you.
So, are you going to get back in the boat and continue onward?
Yes.
All right, good. Another 3 hours-ish happens, and more things happen. As the boat turns around a bend in the river, let's see if I can share this image. Ignore the description, but this steps in front of the boat into the river, blocking your passage.
Oh, he'll make good kindling.
And it says, "Please, you must stop and listen to my ode to the swamp."
Okay, like a song?
How many stanzas?
It is as long as my life.
Oh God.
You know what? Let's hear it.
Forever.
It will start its ode to the swamp. How long are you willing to wait?
Kuroki's willing to wait as long as it takes.
Is anybody else going to interrupt it?
Ugh.
The giant mangrove treant.
I'm gonna lay down and have a nap.
Yeah, Jeffrey's taking a nap too.
I will let you have a short rest if you're listening to it.
Okay.
Okay.
Because it takes an hour. Kuroki, are you paying attention and like taking notes, or are you taking a short rest too?
No, he's paying attention.
All right, so Kuroki learns about the swamp, and the rest of you have the advantages of a short rest.
Not that I'd lost any hit points, but you know. I'll have lunch.
So you're basically taking a nap. You're not taking a short rest. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. So after that, the tree is very grateful that somebody listened to its epic poem, which, by the way, was not really great.
I give him a round of
Apparently,
applause
trees.
anyway.
Apparently,
Oh,
trees.
thank God he's
aren't-
done. I'll applaud him too.
Apparently, trees aren't great at iambic pentameter.
Kuroki will give him constructive criticism.
Oh,
Oh,
that
God.
just makes its year, and it will amble out of the way so that you may continue onward. What's his name? Juka says you have about another 3 to 4 hours till you get to your destination. Maybe 5.
What time of the day is it?
It's probably let's see, it's been 10 hours. It's been about 16 hours. No, yeah, about 16 hours.
So it's getting dark soon.
Yes. Mind you, the swamp is not the best place to rest.
No.
No kidding.
Well, it's not getting dark. It's been dark. So are you carrying on forward to your destination? Maybe rest there?
Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea.
Maybe if you're lucky. I mean, it's going to be a long day, obviously. I'm pretty sure you rested on the first journey because it was a long, safe passage along the river. So you would have been fully rested. Not long rested because you're not in, nice sleeping quarters, but yeah. So you go further another couple hours and a spirit naga appears.
A who?
It's a giant snake thing that talks.
Oh, fantastic. Does he hiss?
He says, where are you heading?
Just around the
Yep.
river bend.
That
way.
Oh, everyone has a destination. Surely you have a name for this destination. You people like to give names to everything.
We're going to the waterfalls to see Jorna the riverine.
Oh, very nice. I've spoken to him once or twice. I have a challenge for you. If one of you will accept my challenge, I will give you a magical treasure.
What is it?
If one of you is brave enough to let me bite you 3 times, I will give that person my magical treasure.
All right, I'm up for it.
Jeffrey shrugs and sticks his arm out.
So you must decide amongst yourselves. I will only do this for one person. And of course,
I don't like snakes. They make good boots.
oh, that's cruel.
That is cruel.
So you saw the picture, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giant fanged snake
You're out of your minds.
that wants you to allow it to bite you 3 times.
Yeah, Jeffrey shrugs. If Kuroki wants to get bitten, it's fine with him.
Yeah, Kuroki's waiting to get bitten by the snake.
Okay, so these are guaranteed hits, just so you realize.
Before this happens, though, Kuroki's going to polymorph into a giant ape.
Where did the kobold go? I offered to bite the kobold, not this free monstrosity.
What is a kobold?
It thinks for a moment.
You failed to stipulate the parameters, so you wanted to bite him. There he is.
This is fair, and I was going to say that you couldn't have any intervention between the bites, but this is fair. So it is going to bite you 3 times. What is your hit points as the giant ape?
Hit points to giant, I think 120 something. Let me
You
check.
should be okay.
157.
So you've taken 38, and 40 is 78, and another 41 is...
Oh my god, that would have
Oh
killed
crap,
me.
math. 110, 118, and 119?
Yeah, I get 119.
Did it knock you out of ape form at least?
No, it did not.
So, what does the giant ape do after the 3rd bite? Does it go Kong and beat its chest, or does it just become croaking?
It does a nice little dance, does a backflip, turns back into Kuroki.
In mid backflip? That'd be pretty cool.
That
Yeah.
would be pretty cool.
I mean, I don't see why we can't do that. That seems fun. So it will give you its magical treasure.
What is the magical treasure?
Oh, well, you want to know? I mean, surely it's nothing important.
Aww. Look at, they're scared, or not scared, worried?
I
They feel
just
some sort of way.
showed it to you, so you know.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I didn't roll for that encounter. I liked it enough that I picked it. I was kind of hoping it would kill somebody. But that's a fair piece of kit.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
Tell Tinjorna I send my best.
Will do.
And it wanders along its way. I'm not doing a snake extended S's. I tried that once and Ski made fun of me.
Probably with good reason.
I would never.
No, of course not. That's why I don't do voices, because people are assholes. And I suck at it. So eventually you make it as you gradually hear an increasing roar drowning out the rainforest sounds long before the last bend of the river, revealing a series of parallel waterfalls cascading from a ridge that runs alongside the river. A chain of sparsely forested islands lie along the far side of the river, opposite the base of the fall. Duca explains this is where he met the riverine Tinjorna, as he moors his boat amid the islands opposite the falls, so you can attempt to call upon the riverine and keep it safe, in case it proves hostile. Anybody would like to give a perception check that's looking around, etc., may feel free to do so.
I see nothing.
Jeffrey, Dunbar, Kuroki, you are not contemplating your belly buttons, unlike Jade. Jade's contemplating the fact that she doesn't have a belly button because she was hatched.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, wait,
I was wondering.
You just noticed this.
It had me confused.
Then again, so are the two.
I am now fascinated. Go ahead.
The two kobolds also have the same interesting issue.
Yeah, I got over that a long time ago.
So you guys notice several pairs of green feline eyes watching you from amidst the foliage of the island. And I'm going to move you. Oh, son of a bitch! I clicked a link and left roll 20.
Oh.
I clicked a link on my links toolbar. I was trying to hit them. I was trying to. No, she did that earlier, and I was nice to her. And then I was trying to move you guys on the map. Oh God, everything closed now. All right, so you are on the map. Obviously, the boat on the map is not to scale because it looks like it would fit one person. I borrowed this map from many that I have collected. Did not make it specific for this because we just needed an island. So, you see eyes.
See eyes.
Many eyes.
Oh no, I don't see anything. That's right. I'm contemplating my belly button.
Yeah, they see eyes. You see nothing.
Yeah. I'm looking out at the water.
As you unload from the boat, since nobody has done anything, you see 3 were-tigers step from behind trees. They their longbows are drawn, but they seem to be gauging your intentions before attacking. Go ahead and select your tokens and roll for initiative. Just so we can have everything in order here.
Of course not. I'm looking out at the water, but
So, is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yes. I'm gonna put Juka in there just in case. Oh, why is he on the GM layer? How dare he? He's trying to avoid combat by being on the wrong layer. There we go. Okay. So we've got that. We'll press the start button, and we will begin this poop show. All right. So they appear to be gauging your intentions. Kuroki, what would you like to do?
Hi. We're not here to like hurt anybody or anything. We just want to talk to the Riverine.
You're speaking common?
Yeah.
Okay, in a voice that you would imagine a tiger would speak in. They tell you to go on.
Like, go on as in proceed or keep talking?
As in continue talking.
Yeah, there was a big old wave that crashed into a city. Oh my god, I forgot what it was called. My character wouldn't have forgotten what it was called, but I forgot the name of it.
Gesundheit.
Huh?
Jeffrey said Gesundheit.
What did you say?
That's Sugarpur.
Singapore Shakabubi.
Yeah, there was a festival at Sugarpur. There was a big old wave, crashed in, a lot of destruction. I heard that another city was like destroyed by that same thing, so I kind of want to avoid that happening again.
Go ahead and roll persuasion. I feel like you're just going to go on until they relent. So go ahead and roll your persuasion to see if you convince them. Do you have any way of boosting that?
Not without making them mad at me.
Then unfortunately they are not convinced, and they start to look like they're starting to bring their weapons to bear.
Oh my god, why can't we just be reasonable? Haruki is going to shoot a firebolt at that middle one.
Okay.
Jeffrey was going to back you up on his turn.
Way back there.
Yeah, but Dunbar probably would have spoken up.
That
I'm not going
hits.
to talk because I know nothing.
That hits. Oh, it wasn't 12 damage, it was 8 damage. I'm dumb.
And
Okay.
after launching the firebolt, he's going to say, okay, listen, whenever you want to stop this and be actually reasonable, we're up for it.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Jeffrey, it is your turn.
Jeffrey comes forward and says, Jeffrey! And then he will use minor illusion to show them all the deprivations that happened to the people in the town of Shagurapur. And he'll give them a little visual imagery, a pictograph of the trials and the hardships that the adventurers have taken on this journey.
And the dents are taken by the magic water.
Yeah, and try and convince them that we just need to get past.
All that in 6 seconds, huh? It was the fast-forwarded version?
It was a pretty good montage.
Okay, I assume you're going for persuasion?
Yeah.
Okay, that is your action. Roll your persuasion.
Oof.
Part of me wants to give you advantage just because it was so amazing that you rolled a 1 and a 20.
Twice today I've done that. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna throw a psionic dice on that.
Yeah, I mean, psionic dice aren't going to get you there. Jade, are you going to talk or stab?
Are we having a fight? She says as she turns around, considering she was looking out at the water.
Fair enough.
Are we going to fight?
Is anybody going to respond?
Oh, we'd rather avoid it, but if we can't avoid it, then yeah.
We're fighting
going
until they come to their senses.
How far away are they?
The squares are the correct size, so whatever the map says.
Oh, so they're far away.
No, they're like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet.
And what weapons do they have?
Longbows.
Oh dear.
Well, at least that's what's drawn right now. And they do appear to have scimitars at their sides.
Okay, well then I'm going to walk up.
And sharp, pointy claws.
Yeah, well this could be a mistake if I do this. I'm going to be this quick. I am going to draw a hand axe and get ready to throw it and hold my action.
And what is the trigger?
If one of them lets go of an arrow, I'm going to launch it at that guy.
Okay, so if they attack, you're going to attack back. Okay.
Correct.
Juka's just going to sit and watch because he does not want to be involved in fights. That's why he was hiding on the
Stay
GM.
behind.
Yeah, he's like, I'm ready to push off and leave if I have to. Dunbar.
Okay. Step 1, bonus action.
All right.
And I say, we don't want to hurt you. We just need to talk to the Riverine and rescue the champion of the games. So you can either help us and we are all friends forever, or you can hinder us and things will end badly for you.
Are you trying to intimidate? Or are you trying to persuade?
He's
Persuade.
stating a fact.
Okay, that's a really persuasive argument you have there, and they stand down.
They are wise.
Still want to fight.
I'm sure you'll get your chance in a minute.
So that was your action. You did your bonus action. Do you have any other anything else? And movement you did.
Yeah. Just ask them for their help in contacting the Riverine.
Where do we find him?
Is anybody going to pursue violence?
No.
They
No.
do not. They are not violent in their turns. So, Jeffrey, am I hearing a no, or are you going to stab things again?
Jeffrey didn't stab anything. Yeah,
Oh
Jeffrey
no,
stabbed.
that was Kuroki.
Yeah.
All right, so we're not doing this, right?
We're not fighting them.
Okay. They will stand down. Are you going to converse with them for a while?
Yeah, see what they can tell us about the Riverine and how we can contact them, and if he saw the champion swept along by the magical water, or what's been going on around here.
Well, these people that you're trying to help, they've caused disturbances in the waters. The waters have had unnatural changes in their flow recently. And we're just trying to protect our territory from anyone who would harm the riverine.
You sure it's the people from the city who caused the problems?
It must be.
Have you seen the Riverine recently?
Not since he confronted your friend in the boat. But he's often in the pool atop the falls. We don't go up there. That's not our territory.
The falls on this island?
And at this point, Duca actually does a little bit of information sharing of his own. And reveals that he's also a were-tiger.
Him we kill.
He says, look, friends, I don't want trouble. These folks don't want trouble. And people, I would appreciate if you didn't share this information with the people of the city. They wouldn't understand.
Why would I do that? That just seems rude.
He's imagining Jeffrey with his illusions just showing everybody. And regretting his decision to reveal himself to you already.
Listen, I'm not gonna do anything to expose you. If any of them do something to expose you, I will hit them for you.
So, the were-tigers tell you, not Duca, he's friendly. Well, they're friendly too, but not that friendly. They tell you, look, as soon as your business with the Riverine is finished, please leave our territory. We do not want to have to escort you out.
Yeah, you don't want to have to escort us out. No, once we rescue the champion of the games, we'll be out of your fur.
Hi.
Hi. Brad, your voice has changed abruptly.
It was my idiot daughter. She wanted to say hi.
Should we send help?
No, it's all good. She just wanted to say hi.
Hi.
No, she's already gone. She's a teenager.
Teenagers are flighty like that. They come and go quickly.
They do.
Okay, so at that the were-tigers will sort of fade away into the woods. If only I had a fade away animation.
I guess we have to climb a waterfall.
You definitely have to climb the waterfall. The adjacent waterfalls are fed by a broad, shallow pond surrounded. Oh, you have to climb up there first. Sorry. Yeah, the only way to possibly find the riverine is up the waterfall, which is a slippery 20-foot tall rock face.
Of course it is.
So I'm about halfway up already and I don't have to do anything.
You still got to climb 20 feet. So it takes a successful athletics check, or if you have another source of getting up there. Well, athletics is strength based, so even if you don't have skill in it, it's strength based.
Cool.
So, how would each of you like to go up? We'll start with Jade.
It's 20 feet, right?
Correct.
So if I can climb up there, I could get a rope down and at least make it easier for other people.
Sure, if you do that, I would give them advantage.
Okay, so I will try that. So I have to do what, 2 rolls?
Just one. And Dunbar's going to have disadvantage because he's short, so it's like 40 feet for everybody else. No, I'm kidding. That's just
Okay, well, here goes.
16. Oh, you fall to your death. No, you're okay.
I'm at the top?
Yeah, you're at the top and you drop a rope down, so everybody else will get advantage on their athletic.
Okay.
So, Kuroki, do you want to use athletics or some other method?
Initially, he will attempt athletics.
Okay, athletics with advantage. The 21 is a success.
Nice.
Jeffrey.
Let's see, Jeffrey.
The 21 is a success. So Dunbar, you're going to use that levitate item nobody knew you had, right?
Yeah, my monk let me those spider
Slippers, yeah. 20 is a success, so you're all able to climb up. Darn it, you didn't have to fight the piranha.
Oh, that's good.
Because every jungle river has to have piranhas when somebody falls in, right?
Absolutely.
The adjacent waterfalls are fed by a broad, shallow pool surrounded by ancient mangrove trees. 20 feet away, a young man with green skin walks atop the water, speaking softly while slowly circling 2 churning pillars of glowing green foam. And if you give me a moment, I'll move you to that map and show you
Do you see the
pictures.
girl anywhere?
No. I'm going to put you guys there. Yeah, that's good. Then I'm going to move you to the map. And this time successfully do it without clicking a link on my hotbar and leaving Roll20. Okay, so you are seeing things, and you see, I think I can give you an image of that person. No, I can't. Surely I can. Well, that's... Oh, here we go. Named NPC.
Oh,
I thought I had a handout for you. There we go. This is who you see, Tinjorna.
Nice.
And as I had successfully read, without stuttering too badly, and only restarting once, a young man with green skin is walking atop the water, speaking softly while slowly circling two churning pillars of glowing green foam. They look kind of like the elementals you fought earlier.
Hi. How you doing?
So, how are you approaching? Just walking up and yelling at things?
Oh, we're not yelling. Talking in a reasonable tone while also just walking up.
that's clearly what Jeffrey would do.
Jeffrey! Jeffrey!
And with the loud noise, the elementals look more agitated, and Tinjorna kind of waves you with, like, does the finger to the lips to shush you.
Hiroki was talking in at a normal tone.
Okay, that's okay, but Jeffrey was not.
Jeffrey!
At least he's quiet doing it.
Gotta forgive him.
So, do you have any way of communicating with the water elementals? You do recognize them as water elementals.
Only Jade does.
Jeffrey does.
You normally do the whole shared mind consciousness thing, right, Jeffrey?
With the group, yeah.
And can you bring people into that?
Yeah, I just have to spend more psychic
Oh, you don't want to do that. Those are more useful for stabbing things.
I guess Jeffrey is pretty intelligent. He'll do that.
I don't know what I was just curious of the mechanics of your thing. So what do you guys want to do?
Jeffrey was just really hoping Jade would take the lead on this and try and talk our way through this.
I'm not that smart. There's no way I'm going to be able to talk to this person.
So that was kind of the point.
Well, the person doesn't seem to have much animosity. They seem to be trying to calm the elementals.
All right, Jeffrey's going to expend the sonic dice to basically make everyone able to talk telepathically.
Everyone who?
Dunbar, Jade, Kuroki, this guy here, and this thing over here.
Okay.
In fact, and this elemental here.
The near one?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll spend even more sonic die. I'll do everybody he can see.
Okay. Including the cricket over here. Yeah, I get
And Fluffy.
yeah,
And
Fluffy. And Fluffy. Falafel! That's its name now, Falafel.
Uh-oh.
It is lunch. Okay, so Tinjorna is confused, but will explain that he's trying to calm these water elementals down. And that if you...
Why are they agitated? Why are they agitated?
Because things are not right with the waters currently.
What do they mean by that?
I don't have much time to talk right now. We have to calm or remove these water elementals first.
What's the name of that girl that we were...
I don't know any girl. Don't have time. Got to take care of the elementals.
Jade, you can talk to them, right?
Everyone can, because you're all in the same mental comm link.
Yeah.
Because you're insane. One of the insane kobolds has that ability.
So maybe we should ask the water elementals what's wrong with the water.
So what we're looking at here is you can either try a nature check or a persuasion check to calm them,
I'll do a nature check.
or you can just murder them.
Well, I prefer not to do that, but
What?
what am I saying?
Okay, what'd you
I
do
would
with the real
prefer-
Jade?
I would prefer to just hit them, but see, I told you.
So you figured out exactly what to do to calm down Earth elementals.
That's right. Just hit them.
Anybody else? It's the whole team is here, or the whole party rather.
Nature check?
Sure.
Cool.
And what are you
The
doing with a
nature
nature check?
persuasion, right?
How is a nature check going to help them calm down?
Yeah, that is also my intended goal here.
Oh, you're going to try and figure out how you can calm them down by understanding their nature. I see. That's what you meant to say, right? Wow, you're really good. I bet if Jade rolled persuasion and you rolled persuasion, you guys would match again. Jeffrey, are you or Dunbar going to try and persuade or nature them?
Yeah, Jeffrey did.
Oh, Jeffrey
just-
did. Jeffrey's was bad too.
Was persuasion an option?
Yeah, it was persuasion or nature.
I would have done that then, which
Oh,
is.
well, then do that.
Do you want me to roll another check or apply the same bonus?
No, roll another check.
Alright. There we go.
Okay. So, Dunbar, did you want to make an effort at this? I think you do, because it's become a teamwork test.
I was gonna try to persuade.
Okay,
Oh,
between
well
Dunbar and Kuroki, you're able to calm them down and convince them that that it's being worked on. That you are working towards figuring out what is going on and correcting it.
So,
And-
do the elementals know anything about this girl that was
No.
taken?
And they also sort of dissolve away, as elementals are wont to do.
Hmm.
So you have Tinjorna, and there's no aggression here, so you may speak to Tinjorna as you choose.
Alright, so what's not right with the waters exactly?
I felt ancient power affecting my river, as if something was moving through the waters to the southwest.
You have any idea what it might have been?
There's not much in that direction other than a haunted area called the Forest of Hands. It occupies much of the same land as the vanished Adiroit River and the disappeared city of Manivarsha.
So, do we need to go that way then?
Maybe. The magic felt angered by, the magic, I think, is what has angered many of the inhabitants of the surrounding swamp forest. I've had my hands full trying to calm them. These two elementals are not the first. They probably will not be the last. And no, to answer your question, I have not seen your lost dancer. But if you can please find the source of this magic and solve it somehow, I would appreciate it. A lot.
How much?
I can give you a potion that may help you.
What would that potion be?
You're picky, aren't you?
I know I am.
It is a potion of healing superior.
We get that before we go?
Yeah. I can't travel with you, but maybe this will act in place of my assistant. I have to continue calming the creatures that have been disturbed.
That could definitely come in handy. How did we find this place, though?
That's right along the river. That's all I know.
The way that we've been traveling?
Yeah.
So further upriver from where we are.
Yeah, I'll move you guys to the main map again so you can see.
Who wants that potion of superior healing? 84. So who wants that superior healing potion?
I mean,
You
So-
can carry it.
So you are at the Falls Clearing. Along the Tinjorna River. I'm revealing something. And I don't know. Can I unlock this? I think I can. I think I didn't. Ah! It disappeared. Ah, there we go. You see the trail now? Along the river, the little dotted line?
Yep.
Okay, that's you are at the first diamond here. You are headed down to where the trail ends. Is probably your best guess. If you would like, the Riverine Tinjorna offers to watch over you while you rest for the night because it's getting late.
That would probably be very good.
I say we take him up on the offer.
Hmm. I'd also
So-
like him to calm down any piranhas in the river when we try to get bed down off this cliff.
So that offer will give you a long rest if you should choose to take it.
I'll take it.
Definitely.
Yeah. We don't want to be sleeping along the river anywhere.
sounds good.
So you get a long rest, and I assume you're going to leave in the morning.
Yep.
And other than the sturgies that suck all of your blood dry in the middle of the night because he was sleeping too, no, you're fine. Oh, goody. So you spend another several hours going down the river the next day, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
You cross paths with the same tree and he gets around. And the next couple hours, nothing happens. It's nice and peaceful. And the final couple hours, it rains so heavily, you think it's never going to stop. You feel like the boat is going to fill up with water at any moment.
Manual bailer.
And you think you spot one of the mud methods that you encountered before.
It'd be wise to stay away.
You have a feeling that it felt the same way.
Okay, I'm back. Did I miss? What did I miss?
You guys had a long rest. The Riverine guarded you overnight, and the party murdered like 15 sturgies. No. The Riverine did guard you.
No.
There were no sturgies. So you got a long rest, and then you've traveled down the river about another 10 hours. And as you near to the forest of hands, the scent of the swamp takes on the sweet stink of rotting flesh. Trees with drooping limbs stand amid the river, their branches like hundreds of gray hands, and their dangling leaves like long leathery fingers. I would like history or nature checks from anybody that would care to try.
I'll give a history check a shot.
All right.
None of these is good for me.
I mean, give me a challenge. Give me a strength check.
Nope.
Or Constitution.
Come on, Jeffrey, what do you got? Jeffrey.
Try history this time.
Fantastic. None of you have any idea what these trees are. They're just really creepy.
Does our guide know?
No, he does not go into this part of the swamp, usually. But it looks like your trip is going to take you about 3 hours into this forest.
Oh,
Great.
joy.
We've been at it for 2.5 hours. Did you guys want to take a short break?
Sure.
for
Yeah.
5.73 minutes, just because you people make fun of me.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, you make it easy.
I make it easy, yes. So we'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. I'm going
Alright.
to switch us to the BRB screen. And no, we are not going to be gone for 10 minutes, but that's what it said. Do we even have any viewers? We don't have any viewers.
I mean, it's D&D. We don't get D&D viewers.
Yeah, we are not Critical Role.
Rem Alternus put up a YouTube video today, and it's got like 10 views.
Yeah, D&D's kind of oversaturated. I will be back in just a few moments. Speak amongst yourselves, do as you need to. All right, I'm back. everybody's still getting snacks?
So there was a guy sitting in the car down by the road today as I was pulling out of my driveway. And he pulled out a can of spray paint. And he started marking lines on the road. And I asked him, "What's going on, dude?" And he's like, "Oh, Metronet is bringing fiber optics to your street." And I was like, "Yes!" And I looked at it. I looked it up. For the same amount I'm paying for my cable modem, I can get a 1 gig up and down per month.
So what you're saying is the cable company's got competition for a change.
Yes, it does. And this is awesome. I can cut my cable bill in half and go from like a 20 meg service to a 100 meg service.
So Kuroki's back, Jade's here, Jeffrey's here. Is Dunbar here? No Dunbar. Okay.
Want me to yell at him?
Of course.
Okay, hold on.
Dunbar, you better show up or we're going to send your wife after you.
What happened?
Did she yell at you?
Of course.
Oh, good. So everybody's back, and we will go back to gameplay, and we're back. So you're traveling through the Forest of Hands by the boat, and during the first hour, things happen. Fog rises and slightly obscures the forest, but have no fear. You see two glowing lights kind of bobbing off in the distance. They seem to want you to follow them. Do you follow or do you continue on your path?
Can I make some sort of check to determine what these might be?
I'll give you a nature check.
I'll take a nature check.
You did not quite reach the DC.
Rookie is going to call out
Wait,
towards the lights.
Did you
Hey.
guys did you guys play Blue Alley?
I've never even heard of it.
Yes.
So those of you that played Blue Alley recognize the glowing lights as will-o-wisps. And if your memory serves, they weren't exactly friendly then. But hey, maybe these are different ones. Maybe they're like people. Everyone's a little bit different.
Well, maybe we shouldn't be following them.
So what's your choice as a group?
So those things are bad?
They lure people to their doom.
That's definitely bad. I say we don't follow those.
Okay, so you pass by the glowing bouncy lights, follow the bouncing ball. And another amount of time within an hour passes, and you see spectral boats appearing throughout the trees. Any of you who would like to make a history check?
Sure.
Dunbar knows everything about history.
That was supposed to be history.
Kuroki's well versed in history. Between the two
No,
of you,
no, that was an insight on accident. I meant to click history. It was the 17.
I saw the 17.
I know nothing.
Ah, cool.
You both realize that these are probably the phantoms of travelers who were lost when Manivarsha was ruined. They're unnerving, but they don't appear to have any way of affecting the material world. Spooky. Isn't it Halloween this week? No, next
Monday.
week. Next week, Monday. Will-o-wisps and ghosts. Ooh, spooky. And for your final hour of travel. Oh, goody!
Another tidal wave.
Yes. You hear fee, fi, fo, fum, because stereotyping. I demand a meal. And this ugly mug steps out from behind one of the trees. And he wants you.
Olim's been hitting the steroids.
He says, you need to make me food or I will eat you.
We'll turn them into food.
Do you have any allergies?
What are allergies?
It's like if you eat a certain kind of food, it's really bad. Almost like you have poison, but not actually.
I feel like he's allergic to Jeffries.
I'm allergic to vegetables.
Ah, come on. We both know that's a lie. Vegetables aren't that bad.
Oh, they're
What?
terrible. They don't sit right with me.
People
I
just
need
don't make
I need a mud pie.
like actual mud.
A mud pie, yes, like Mother made. She
Cool.
said it was good for my complexion.
We give them directions to those mud guys that tried to hijack us.
No, those aren't mud pies. Mud pies don't walk around. Are we going to attack this poor guy? He's just hungry.
Now, what are we rolling initiative for?
That's what I'm wondering. Are you trying to decide who gets to cook first?
Okay.
I mean, if you look who's rolling initiative, it should be obvious why they're rolling initiative.
Oh, yeah, of course. Kuroki. Kuroki wants to do something cool. Kuroki wants to cast polymorph on himself, make himself into a giant ape, and with those huge giant ape hands, he's gonna make the biggest mud pie you've ever seen.
Are you going to like make a whole show of it?
Yeah.
I want you to roll performance.
Do I have permission to use Kuroki's performance instead of the apes?
Yes. You keep your mental attributes, right?
Oh.
I mean, he's a Fomorian. He's not very smart. He's not a freaking critic. So he believes that he just had the really big mud pie made by a giant ape, and he will happily munch on the mud pie
Cool.
and proceeds to ignore you all.
And then he turns back into Kuroki with a backflip.
Ta-da!
It literally just says, it demands the characters cook a meal for it, or it will eat them. It likes only disgusting food. Mud pie is pretty disgusting, made out of swamp mud.
Uh-huh. Let's get out of here.
So, pushing through the forest eventually brings you to a clearing at the forest's heart. I feel like there should have been checks because these trees are icky, but I must have missed. Oh, no, the trees are harmless. Okay. The icky red sap looks like blood dripping from the trees. That was why it made me think it was a thing. So, several slow-moving waterways convene at a rocky island covered in moss and ruined stones. Atop it stands the blackened, rotting stump of a great tree. On the stump, Manivarsha lies motionless. So I guess I need to move you to the next map, where I kill you.
Or you attempt to.
Oh, every combat is a TPK until it isn't. So we're going to clear initiative, because those were terrible rolls anyway. Where am I? What are you doing? You see Manivarsha on top of the stump.
We go see if she's alive.
Yeah, is he alive?
So you'll have to get to her first. Okay, so the water in the area appears to be about 10 feet deep, so no wading. The island rises gently to the north and south, while on the east and west sides, 10-foot-high bluffs rise from the river. Go ahead and give me perception checks, all of you.
Oh my God. I have +5.
You rolled poorly. Dunbar. Well, it's obvious that it's obvious why this stands out to you because you're a dwarf. You are pretty sure that the rocks look actually like they're pieces of an ancient stone structure. Like a building or something that's long ago collapsed.
We found the ancient city.
So you're going to approach her?
Yes.
Yeah.
From the north or south, which is gently sloping, and we can get the boat up there.
Well, you won't be able to drag it all the way up, but place yourselves wherever you would like on the island here.
Wherever we like.
Yeah, on the island.
Are we on an island? I mean, I
Yes.
just.
Oh, I didn't move you, did I?
Yeah, we worked on the
Shut
actual
up.
like overworld.
Shut up.
I was gonna say, ooh, anyway.
Anywhere, huh? I'm on the M. So Jeffrey is standing on the dancer.
Jeffrey.
Okay, so
Seems as good a place as any.
Jeffrey will dance with the dancer.
Amanisha is unconscious. She does appear to be alive.
Is she a private dancer? Sorry.
No. So that is the information you have.
Does she appear injured?
Yes.
Kuroki is going to cast Healing Word on her.
You could try medicine if you'd like also.
I guess that's it first, that makes sense.
And a 24 beats the DC of 20. So she regains consciousness. You sense that she is at about 20% of her life.
What happened?
When the wave came, something grabbed me and brought me here.
Did you see what it was?
I was attacked when I got here by a monstrous woman with gray skin and oozing crimson ichor, like the angle trees that you can see over there. And she points where you came from. And it seized the riverine Shanka, declaring that it belonged to her.
So a thief.
And she claimed this place marks the edge of the ruins of lost Manivarsha, the city my people came from. It's said if I think I'm Manivarshi, that I can be a prisoner here for the rest of my days. I don't like that idea.
I don't think anyone necessarily likes being a prisoner. I mean, I guess some people are into that, but not the point. So, we want to get you out of here.
About that time,
Of course.
a wall of fire springs up. I think I have a thing for that.
Sweet.
Oh, well.
I am immune to fire. I could hope, right?
Probably not. Why do I have a wall of light but not a wall of fire? Well, you're getting a wall of light. Is that even a spell?
A wall
Wall
of
of
light.
fire is.
No, wall of light.
Hmm.
So basically a wall of fire appears, blocking off your egress to your boat. And a woman with tattered ancient robes and skin the color of a drowned corpse walks out of the swamp at the south edge of the island. Welcome, visitors. I am Jabisha Manivarshi. I'm sure you've heard of me. I know you've come to steal my trophy. She says,
I've never heard of you.
She says, holding up the riverine Shanka. But I am the last champion of Manivarshi to win the riverine Shanka, not this upstart. It cost me everything, but my victory is eternal. And she attacks. So select your tokens and roll for initiative.
You're not very personable.
Why does everyone want to fight?
'Cause it's fun.
You do have a point.
Look at that.
And I have not looked at her stat block. Hopefully she has Comet or something fun. I don't even think that's a spell either. We are missing
This is her?
nobody. Yes, that is her. She stepped out of the marsh onto the side of the island. I'm going to move her there. Okay, so I need to bring out Chuka. I do not have him here.
Sweet. I can get to her.
You say sweet. If only you knew. How's that expression go? You sweet summer child.
You don't scare me.
I'm just trying to find my NPC.
Oh, and Dunbar Maleficent is looking really cool right now.
Oh, you're cross stitch?
Yeah.
How many stitches are you at out of 1,000,000?
Almost 64,800.
Jesus, that's how many you've done. Out of how many?
213.
Oh.
213,200.
So you're a third of the way done.
I am almost a third of the way done. I am 30.37%.
A little bit of OCD going on here.
No, it's a program that tells me where to put things, but it also counts all my stitches.
Oh, you're cheating.
Kinda.
I
This
am.
This is the best 12-buck app I've ever bought.
So she is going to do a thing. I'm trying to find the thing. That's why I'm trying to kill time.
Although I shouldn't say that considering I just bought a tablet to be able to have it on there. So that didn't cost me $12.
They say she uses an ability that's not even on the stat block. Oh, there it is. Okay. So she looks towards your group, and this person needs to do a thing. Oh my god, I hate this. If you... I'm getting so fed up with the broken stuff on these Roll20 lobbies that you pay money for. Okay, so what does it say for that? She's doing things to Amanisha.
Do I get a shot at her?
Not yet, no.
Come on.
She gazed at Amanisha, and Amanisha kind of shakes her head, and nothing seems to happen. What else does she do?
She tried to charm person, didn't she?
No.
Why am I not
And
believing it?
she moves up to Jade, because Jade is where she placed herself, and she's going to attack you 3 times.
Hey, that was rude.
21?
Yeah.
6 slashing.
Hey.
Critical for 6 slashing.
It doesn't count.
Okay, for 4 slashing.
Doesn't count.
So you got 4 slashing. Oh,
So that's 10.
That armor is paying for itself. And another critical for 7 slashing. That is 3 crits that armor has saved you from in 1 game.
Uh-huh.
Aren't you glad you got that?
But it was only like 10 damage.
Oh, shush. Why you gotta steal her thunder? I thought you liked her. And that is her turn. Now we're going to go into initiative order. Or that was initiative order. And Jade, you may retaliate now if you would like.
Well, you got that right.
Nope.
Oh.
It bounces off of her rotten flesh harmlessly somehow. That one hits. So wow, that was a good hit. 12 damage.
Does the poison affect her?
It does not.
All right, well, that's fine. I am going to action surge.
What? You might need that for the boss fight. So, that will hit.
I did not. I was not born this morning.
You were born in the morning, just not this morning. That hits. For 13. Wow, nice damage rolls.
Okay, well, that would be the end of my turn.
Let's say that. Jade's done. Dunbar.
I tried. I did okay.
Yeah, you did quite well.
24. That's 36 points of damage.
Yes,
That's
it
not
is.
bad.
Okay, so we will bonus action again.
Yep.
Are you going to turn the
Whoa.
counter thing on so we can end a turn?
Sure. If only someone would remind me. Oh, they did.
I just did.
Is Wall of Fire concentration?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does she have to save 3 times because I whacked her 3 times?
Pretty sure she
Oh.
failed the second one.
The DC is the lowest it can get is 10.
Okay, so what are you doing, Dunbar? That was a hit. For 11.
And we hit some more.
That is a hit. For 12.
And that will be that.
Croaky.
Actually,
She's taking a lot of damage.
Why are you all beating up a poor old lady?
She hit me first.
no, actually, there's 2 more damage because of the magic weapon.
Oh, that is correct.
Kuroki is going to slap down a synaptic static on only her again.
So you're basically spacing it so that she's the only one affected?
Yes.
Okay. So that's 20 if she doesn't make a int save?
Yep. If she passes, it's saved for half.
So she takes 10.
Yeah, that does pass, unfortunately. And he will use his bonus action to give Bardic Inspiration to Jade.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then get in this aura here.
So I get advantage on my rolls?
No, you get a Bardic Inspiration. I feel like we've established how Bardic Inspiration works by now. You have a D8, and whenever you make a D20 roll, you can add the D8 to it once.
And depending
In
on
the
what
next,
you're
like, 10
using
minutes.
it for, it does different things.
Yeah, but that's a special feature of my class. Or my subclass, I mean. But that is the turn.
Yeah,
Also,
you just need to watch first season to Critical Role because like Sam threw out Bardic Inspirations like 8 to a dozen every episode.
yeah, he threw out way more than he actually had. Everybody give me a history check that would like to, and we can carry on with, that was all for Croak?
Yes, that was all.
Jeffrey.
See, I don't care to do a history check because she's just going to die.
Croaky, you do recall Jabisha Manivarshi, that she was actually favored to win the Shanka trials the year that the city of Manivarshi was destroyed.
Interesting.
And she is clutching the trophy furiously as she's fighting.
Jeffrey doesn't care about that. He's just gonna bonus action rage and then throw a second blade at this freaky lady.
All right.
Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does not hit.
Oof, that's unfortunate. Now I wish I had that bardic. 'Cause I know how they work.
Hey, that was mean.
But not untrue.
True.
RJ.
Mean true.
That's it. My turn's over.
Okay, it is her turn, and she is going to look and see what she can do. She is going to gaze at Duca, and he has to make a save. And then she is going to attack Jade again with her longsword 3 times.
Of course. Miss.
Those weren't misses. 17.
Saved another critical.
Yep. Been a lot of crits already this fight. Why is Duca not in initiative?
Was he supposed to be?
Yeah, so was Amanisha, but no, I'll put her in. They're conscious. They can potentially help or hinder, I guess. Okay. That is her turn. Jade.
Guess what I'm gonna do?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're going to cast Fireball. That is a miss.
I'm not gonna use Bardic Inspiration. That's what I'm trying to add. So don't say that so fast.
That is a hit. I wanted to say miss, but close.
I'm really trying to kill her.
You are.
And that's all I can do.
Dunbar.
Okay. Bonus action.
Yep.
Now we gotta try and hit her.
That will miss.
Big money.
That will hit.
Plus. So 11 plus. Another 8.
So that's 19.
And then a strength save or be knocked 10 feet away.
You're not going to do the other thing?
What other thing?
Isn't smite a non-action thing?
No, I think it's a.
Isn't smite asking the other 2 DMs? Smite is a thing you can do on any hit, right?
Yeah, on any hit, whenever you want, you can Divine Smite.
So you could basically spell dump on her right now if you wanted to.
Yeah, you can like bonus action smite, activate one of the smite spells, then hit, and then regular Divine Smite.
Okay, I can do that. So that's for let's burn a 2nd level spell slot.
She did not move, by the way.
And we'll add another of that.
Nice. A lot of paladins will wait for a crit, but why wait for a crit when it's dying? Don't be greedy.
Exactly.
Kuroki.
Kuroki is oh dang, I can't do it in combat. Kuroki is going to look at I don't remember how to say her name that we're fighting.
Gigi Bisha? I can't even say her name. And I'm looking at it. Gigi. Like Gigi Gabor. It's Gigi Gabor is who it is.
The other Manivarsha,
The dancer.
yeah. He's going to look at her and say, "Is this about the contest?" Because I
Say
mean,
what?
that was like the contest.
What about the contest?
You know, the one that she won, Amanisha.
I am not understanding the question. I, the GM, am not understanding the question.
The whole festival thing that Amanisha was kind of like the champion of.
Right. What about it?
Is that why you're doing this? Is that why you like kidnapped her?
You're asking the hostile that?
Yeah.
Yes, I am the only one from that city that will ever win that contest. That is rightfully my trophy.
Okay, but you know they aren't really. Did you apply to it?
Your history check told you that she actually was the favored to win.
Yeah, but what was that not? Where? What was she there?
Yes, hundreds of years ago when the city was washed away. At least someone going by that name was, and she looks like she might be hundreds of years old.
But you weren't there this year. You can't exactly win something that you didn't participate in.
No,
That's not fair.
this is my trophy.
It's not yours. You didn't earn it.
I don't know what you're trying to accomplish.
Try to get her
GM
to accept that she didn't win and then move on.
Okay. She refuses to acknowledge that she didn't win.
Okay, you're gonna be like that. Fine, be like that. Kuroki is going to. People don't look very injured. He's also going to give a bardic to Dunbar, and then use his action to
that cuts.
polymorph. What?
I said, "Ooh, that cuts." Did Jade use
Oh wait,
her
Jeffrey
Bardic?
goes right after this. I forget. Bardic to Jeffrey.
No. You said Dunbar. It's okay. I'm just kidding. But did Jade already use hers?
No.
I have not.
Because you can only have one out at a time.
I thought a creature can only have one at a time.
I think the Bard can only have one Bardic Inspiration out at one time. As soon as you put a second one on, it overwrites
A
the first.
creature can only have one Bardic Inspiration die at a time.
So you can't have multiples on yourself, but he's saying that he can send out multiple.
Yes, I can spread multiple Bardics around, but a single creature can't have more than one.
I'm okay with that for this fight. We might want to look later because
Oh,
I
I'm
was wondering the
actually-
same thing.
I'm actually looking at it.
I just
You
read
can
it.
use this feature a number of times equal to your charisma modifier, a minimum of once. You can regain any expended uses when you finish a long rest.
It says a creature can only have one Bardic Inspiration die at a time, not you can only have one creature Bardically
Yeah.
inspired at a time.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we've got who? Dunbar and Jade now?
Yeah. If I'm not allowed to change the target. And then he will not true polymorph. Yeah, he will polymorph regularly into a giant ape.
Okay. And that is your turn?
Yes.
Jeffrey the Uninspired, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna hit the lady.
You don't say. Hey, don't step on Fluffy.
It's okay. I'm just larger. We can share a space.
And I'm gonna move around. I'm gonna stab her. Stabby stab. Ooh, a crit!
If that was a critical, if you had reason for the advantage, I think you do, but
I always use reckless. And then offhand.
do you, your thing's magical, right?
Yeah, well, it's not magical, it's psychic.
Oh, yeah, okay, so, yeah, they're not.
So
That's a
21
hit.
for the first one and 6 for the second.
27.
And I am raging, so my little ancestor guardians are bopping around doing their thing.
So yeah, she has to attack you.
No, she can choose whoever she wants to attack.
Oh, no, she must attack you.
That's not written anywhere.
Amanisha's
She doesn't
Okay.
have to attack him, but it'd be a very good idea to do so.
Amanisha's resting. Yeah, so he comes up and stabs Jeffrey. Twice. Either of those hit Jeffrey?
The second one definitely. The first one does as well. Yeah.
So 2 and 4, 6.
How was your AC only 12?
It's 15. It met my AC.
It says 12 on your stat tracker thing.
I don't know. It must be old.
I don't know. The character sheet says 15 because the turn order shows it for me. Okay, so that is Duka's turn. Jijibisha, Gigi Gabor is going to gaze at the giant ape.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Giant ape, I need a wisdom save from you.
+3.
Oh no.
17.
I believe if I'm remembering right, I do keep my mental skill. Nope, my mental ability scores are also replaced. So Ape will make a wisdom save. Ow.
I don't think the +3 saved him.
I don't
No.
think it did.
She needs to die.
I am stunned and therefore incapacitated, therefore I can't concentrate.
Wait, do you have to concentrate on polymorph? Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's a concentration spell.
I was just trying to nullify you. I guess it worked.
A lot of the Barnes list is concentration.
Yeah, I've noticed that with some of my spellcasters. It's kind of annoying. I don't understand. It's charmed until the end of her next turn. And it's stunned, but the directions specifically say that she uses that to make them the others attack.
That doesn't
So if you're
make any
charmed and
sense.
you're stunned, that doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
So by my reading of that, then Duka's now free because he's done his one thing, and it's now going to be the end of her turn. So then you, until the end of her next turn, are just going to stand there.
Yeah. And
Okay.
attacks against me have advantage.
Yeah, but she's occupied. I thought that it would, by being charmed, that you actually were charmed.
I
guess
mean,
not.
charmed is a condition that doesn't. You aren't forced to do what they say.
Right, and what does your thing do? Disadvantage, Jeffrey?
Yes, disadvantage on attack rolls.
Because she's...
If they attack anything other than the person that put the ancestors on them, they have disadvantage and they have resistance to the damage.
But she has no reason to know that, so she's still attacking Jade because Jade is her focus right now. Does a 17 hit? And an 18?
Yes, they do.
So that's... You said it's resistance to that damage?
Yeah, Jason,
Yeah.
Jade also has resistance
So
to
you
it.
take 7 total damage. How does it feel being a barbarian for one round, Jade? You took half damage because of the ancestral guardian.
Math.
No, I told you take
Math,
7.
and it's Thursday night late.
Well, all you have to do is click on your token and click the life and just put -7.
I know.
You didn't, though. Okay, so that is her turn. Jade, revenge time.
That isn't showing the right number on my token. But anyway,
Why, what's it supposed to be?
I'm at 44.
That's what's showing.
Okay.
You made me bugged out.
I'm gonna whack her. I whacked her.
You did. And you have killed her. Well, downed her.
Oh, thank God, because I couldn't take it much more of that.
I guess Kuroki's not stunned anymore. That was kind of a letdown, and I don't think I missed any of her abilities. So we are out of combat? Question mark. As
No.
the
I
old
could use a healing potion, but
no, you
I could
couldn't.
also
As the woman's body falls to the ground, all is silent for a moment before a voice drifts from beneath the tree stump at the center of the forest heart. You, out there! Has that horror been banished? Is she finally gone? Set things right. Set me free.
I think so.
who are you?
I am Adiroid.
Are you another riverine?
I am of the lost Adiroid River, which once nourished the great city of Manivarsha.
I start hacking at the tree to free him.
Yes, quick, free me.
What's the name of the other guy? They got to know each other. Ask him what the other guy's name is.
To Jorna.
Because he may
DiGiorno,
not be
what?
who he says he is.
Over the table, just because they're the same creature doesn't mean they know each other.
Yeah, well, I don't trust anything.
Because this river was lost long ago.
I don't trust anything.
It's basically what became the swamp.
I hacked the tree stump to pieces.
Oh, great. That evil thing trapped me here using her fiendish power and forcing me to cause the flood of Sagarpur.
Oh, well,
Shoo.
good thing that's over.
Sorry, Shug or Poor. I can keep mangling these words. I am sorry. I've been locked here for hundreds of years beneath this mighty mangrove that once adorned a temple built in my honor. Ever since the Shanka trials that precipitated the destruction of Manivarsha. You can't chop that stump away, by the way. It's like petrified wood. It's not breaking. Perhaps if you had a blessed Shanka, you could make it release him.
Like the trophy?
Like the luck stone that you were given. It was blessed at the temple. It was a temple blessing.
So we gave what? That to Jade.
No, it was Kuroki.
Kuroki. Kuroki.
Yeah.
Use your sacred shell to free the riverine.
Cool. Sacred shell.
Amanisha urges you to consider cautiously.
Yeah.
Why?
I just don't think this guy's on the up and up. He didn't try to help me.
Well,
So yeah, what were you doing during that whole thing? Like, you didn't really help us out.
I was trapped in here. I can't do anything while I'm in here.
I mean, you could still talk. You could like warn us about our abilities or something.
and apparently you could cause a tsunami downriver.
That's downriver. Give me a persuasion check.
Ooh.
To see if you can draw information from him. That is just enough, and that was better than just enough, so yeah. After a brief conversation of grilling this guy, you find out that he made a deal long ago with... Jijibisha made a deal with a wicked god to give her fiendish powers that would ensure her victory in the Shanka trials. And he, Adiroit, was so outraged that the humans would pervert the sacred trials, he unleashed a flood to punish the whole city by sinking it into the swamp. She, Jijibisha, survived and declared herself the winner of the trials, and used her sinister powers to bind him, Adiroit, within the ruined temple. And she was delighted that she would be the last Manivarshi to ever win the Shanka trials, until Amanisha won. And that's what drove her mad and made her force him to try to flood that city. So long story short, he was used by Jijibisha recently, but in the past he was not forced to do what he did to sink Manivarsha. So it is up to you whether you free him or not. Amenasha has very complex feelings. On one hand, he has a tie to her ancient temple and maybe could help restore the part of what was lost. But on the other hand, he's the reason some of it was lost, and he's pretty, in the words of the module, tempestuous. But she will adhere to whatever decision you choose.
He's not necessarily trustworthy. Anybody know any binding oaths we can make him swear?
I promise, if you free me, I will reward you as well.
Reward us how?
Somebody insight check.
Why don't you?
Yeah, why don't you, Jeffrey?
Because he has no insight.
Jeffrey's just been rolling really bad.
That's okay. This is life. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. Roll. Wow, that was pretty bad. Jeffrey, you completely believe him to be completely honest, 100% on the up and up.
Jeffrey walks up to him, gives him a big hug. Friend.
You mean you're gonna hug? You're gonna hug the tree?
That's what he said.
Kuroki, you feel like he's telling the truth, at least the truth as he feels it. He's telling his truth, as it were.
All right, fine.
Fluffy wanders up and piddles on the tree.
So, are you going to release him or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sacred shell power, go.
So he appears. He looks like I've got a token.
It looks like he's been trapped in a tree stump for hundreds of years.
No, it looks like a muscular. Whoops, that didn't work. Looks like
He's
a
been hit in the
muscular
gym.
blue dude. There we go. He looks like that, like Neptune.
That's quite the horn.
And he says he will.
Yeah, what a dickhead.
He does not seem in the least bit apologetic for his past deeds. He is confident, though, that he can reestablish his river and that soon enough humans will build a new greater city on its banks. He invites you to rest here under his protection and tell him how the world has changed. Amenasha is not in the least bit interested in doing this. She's very not happy with him.
Okay, so you're not gonna say like sorry or anything?
No, why would I? The humans corrupted the games. They deserved it.
A human.
Didn't you like to help them do that?
No, that wasn't him. That was demons or something.
Oh, gotcha.
So Jijibisha made a deal with otherworldly powers to win the games, to cheat. He learned that the cheating occurred. He was mad. He was a raging river, so that's how riverines are. He raged, and that's what ended the city. And it didn't end the cheater. But Amenasha does not forgive him. On the contrary, she's very unhappy with him, but she respects your choice to free him. And he insists on rewarding you. He uses his magic, and a geyser shoots up from beneath the island. And you find a fist-sized sapphire worth 6,000 gold.
Jesus.
A gem, an emerald. Seems magical. Looks kind of like him. A carved jade statuette of him.
Oh my!
Nice.
Of course.
They have a little bit of a complex.
Yeah, a little bit. And a waterproof sack containing a length of the finest silk bastra, which I can only assume is like cloth, embroidered with pearls. Oh, would you like to know what the gem is? You guys have an item that identifies things, right? That was your stream reward.
I think
Ooh.
Why don't we just ask him?
Well, that would be too easy. That's what it is.
I say we give that to Jeffrey.
A
Expand his menagerie.
But it is a one-time only use.
Still.
Yeah, you give it to Jeffrey. It's getting used.
Jeffrey's Wandering Magical Menagerie.
Probably immediately.
So there is the list of things that you were rewarded. Plus, I'm assuming you're going to get back to town and take Amanisha with you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so in conclusion, you obviously you're going to stop by and tell Tinjorna that these things have happened, and he is enthusiastic to hear about your adventure. Thanks you for investigating, and you have a feeling he's probably going to have to go visit Adirawit and introduce himself. And you go back, and the trial, you are rewarded by Plaben and the other trial judges as promised, and you get to keep the luck stone.
Didn't we use that to free the guy?
It's not a that wasn't a what's the word? It wasn't consumable. It was just touch it to the thing and that undoes the magic.
Oh.
Must have been lucky. And the Pearl of Power that you were rewarded, or that Kuroki was rewarded, which is quite a nice item.
Mm.
I can't believe they're uncommon. And 400 gold each. Minus 75. So, do you want me to just total everything, subtract 75, and then divide it out again?
Yeah.
The 75 can be taken out of my thing. Don't worry about it.
Oh. Alright then, if that's being offered, I'm for it.
So 1,900 gold each, minus 75 for whoever's paying for the, whoever paid for the 75 gold.
Me. A lot of gold.
Yeah, it is. That's by itself enough to buy a set of plate mail, I think.
It is. A set of plates only like 1,500.
Yeah, it's 1,500. So are you gonna sell the statue and the jewelry?
Yeah.
Kuroki kind of wants to keep the jewelry, just to wear it himself.
Okay, that's up to you guys. So the statue's worth 125 each.
I'm fine with selling the statue, though.
So you guys decide if Kuroki gets to wear 250 gold worth of pearls.
Yeah, it's fine.
That is not jewelry. What is a bastra? I'm gonna have to Google that.
It's probably a type of cloth.
That's what I'm thinking, like kind of like a prayer cloth or something. No, it says Bastra Wikipedia. What? It's a fishing card game. That's not it either. I don't even know what it is.
There's a disambiguation page for Bastra?
Is there?
Yeah, I'm not finding one.
What is a bastra? It says, did you mean what is a bastard? No, I know what a bastard is. I'm a bastard.
Yeah, it's cloth.
Where do you find that?
Yeah, where do you find that?
It says quite literally, it means the cloth of Vrindavan, which was created in Assam sometime in late 17th century, woven in the finest Mugga silk.
Okay, so it's cloth.
Yeah.
So what are you doing with this cloth, Kuroki?
I looked up silk bastra, and it seems like it's like a dress.
So silk is the key word there.
So you're
Yeah.
gonna wear a dress around?
Yeah, he's gonna wear. He'd be wearing a fine silk dress with pearls on it. That's awesome. He's all for that.
Does it fit him?
Probably not.
I mean,
He's just dragging the pearls through the
it's
ground.
obviously bigger than you, so you could obviously have it adjusted.
Wait, no. That's going to be his animated object.
Oh no.
But yeah, he'll try and wear that around.
Reviving the Brindabani Bastra. I feel like this may be from the culture that this module is based off of. Because I'm
Maybe.
seeing words like Sankardeva, which I probably mispronounced, the Bhakti movement.
Yeah, I'm guessing it has something to do with like Middle Eastern culture.
I think it's South Asian, like India, for example. I'm feeling like
Yeah.
that's what this adventure was from.
Yeah.
Nepal.
My first guess would be India, but I'm not well versed in geography.
So how much gold did we get then?
You got a lot, so you guys are okay with Kuroki keeping the 250 gold dress?
Sure.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you got 1900 plus 125, so 2025 gold.
Nice.
And the Emerald Elemental Gem, I think those are shared.
Do we level up?
Yes, of course.
Yes, I get magical secrets. I can take damage spells now.
Yeah, Emerald Elemental Gem and the Pearl of Power and Luckstone.
Cool.
Have you added those to the Fat Loots, or would you like me to?
I have not added it yet.
Is anybody editing that?
Personally? Wait, hold on. Does the Pearl Power have... What are the achievement requirements for that?
So I'm going to end the stream. Thank you for the few people that watched that I think are in the channel with me here. But thank you for people that watch after the fact. And don't forget to follow, and we will see you tomorrow night for Shadowrun or next week for more D&D. Goodbye.
Yeah.
And I've been suggested that I click the stream over thing to give it a nice closing tag, and then click the button.